Good evening everybody. Welcome to my Thursday night stream, where we continue on our adventures during the battle for Azeroth, whilst we're going to try making our gold and getting ourselves at 5 million towards the Brutosaur mount. So we're going to be doing a bit of questing, we're going to be doing a bit of gold making, and a little bit of professions as well. So, let's have a look. Let's think where we're at the moment. Let's go ahead down to the auction house and we'll have a look and see where we're at. I'm not sure if I've got any expires, so let's go have a look. And we have a few things. 36 in the mail. Good evening, Alina Marina, sorry. I butchered that one. And good evening, Jack. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. And Marsbirth, thank you also for stopping by. I hope you're all well this lovely Thursday and you're getting settled into your BfA routines. We've got some lovely... we've got a Pandaren water spirit sale here. So pet sales are doing okay at the moment. What did we sell? Some clothing, shirts, robes, shoulders, some satchels. Some Ravenberry tarts. That's a new bit of things we had before. 56 gold for each of those. And we also sold our cold tiramisu and also our aromatic fish oil. That's all sold. Yeah, good and busy. Should have done some TSM preparation before BFA. Yeah, I know how you feel. I'm literally just evolving mine as I go and going along with that one. Hey Sirox, how are you? I'm doing very well, thank you very much. How about yourself? We're just going through our sales that we had since last night. So, looking like the first of my BFA stuff has sold for a few things. The cold tiramisu has all sold. The aromatic fish oil, which is a vendor item, remember, has also sold. Tailor is making a fortune. Excellent. I need to look into tailoring. That's another profession I've got, but I haven't done a lot with it yet. So I'm going to have to look up the cloth prices and see what I can make with that. But the food from the cooking last night has gone off to a good start, so happy with that so far. Okay, so that's 20,000 gold. So we'll add that into our coffers. Then we'll have a look and see if there's any more we can make on that front, or any more we can put on, rather. There we go. Right, I need to keep that one because I haven't sold the other one. Maybe I'll put that in the guild bank. That might be useful. No, that's not the guild bank. I need to find the guild bank. It's hidden underneath that big, enormous mount. That's not even a Brutosaur mount. Okay, so I'll pop it in here. Where's my bags? Let's move this up. Where was that Drake scale? This one. That one can go in there for now. Honourable Contestants Satin gear items. They have 300 eye level. Those are selling for 30k for you. That's the only one selling them on your realms. I think that's why it's such a seller. Interesting. Honourable Contestant Satin. Let's have a look and see where we're at with the tailoring whilst we're at it. So we've started with the Tide Spray stuff, which needs the Tide Spray linen for all of that. Looking like it's a decent enough price there. Min buyout's $2.99. Let's see if you can pick some of that up whilst I'm here. Right, where's my auctioneer? All these mounts getting in the way. Some stuff's about to expire, so we'll deal with that in a minute. So we're looking for Tide Spray. Tide Spray. This will help me get the profession leveled up at least. So Tide Spray linen. You don't want the bandages. So we're down here 1 of 9, and then we're at 5 gold 80 for 100. So I mean, the market value is 12, region market is 295, region sale average is 539. It's kind of a bit of a shot in the dark to know whether it's worth anything at the moment. So as a rough punt, I'm going to take... Oh, it's gone. There's me deliberating, and it's gone already. Any others here? Is that one gone? That one's gone. These are all been bought up. Okay. So maybe we can take some of these whilst we're here. Still finding that one. Let's jump ahead to this one. See if we can catch this one before it goes. No, it looks like that's going at the same time. Someone's probably buying these as I speak. Looking at that. Looking them all go down. Let's try this one. No, that one's going down as well. Okay, let's do a rescan of this, I think. Tide spray linen. Let's have another look. 18 of 5. Let's see if we can get those. Let's have a look. 364. Finding selected auction. No, it's counting down again. Interesting. TSM's bug in case of auctions disappearing because classic WoW you didn't have those auctions. Check it just to be sure. Just the thing you spotted. Okay, thank you, Surox. Yeah, that does seem to be quite weird, doesn't it? They're just disappearing in front of me. So let's just switch to this one. And price per unit. That's not useful. Tide spray. Let's have a look here. So this is coming in at one silver for a tide spray linen. Well, that's a lot cheaper. 1 silver per linen. Those are bids. Okay. Oh, that's going to be annoying, bidding on all of those. Price per unit. Let's have a look further down. Is there any more? It's all on bids for that one. Tide spray, let's try that. I haven't used this in ages. Linen. There we go, that's all that. So these are the sandals and the things that people are making. That's for 75,000, which is way too expensive. 744 total. Okay. Click price per unit one more time. There we go. Get it the right way round. Okay, there we go. Good evening, Jaxa and Senza and Aniax. How are you all? Thanks for stopping by. Why is TSM so much slower than 3? I'm not sure whether it's necessarily for Fader, because at the moment I think a lot of the servers are struggling under the load. Although TSM does have its moments, I must admit. It has actually been quite fast for me, relatively. How's the mailbox? Did the BfA cooking items sell? Yes, they did, Aniax. We got 20,000 in sales. So the pie sold, the oil sold, and the... what was it, the other thing? The cold tiramisu sold as well. Didn't want to log. I've made 60k in 5 minutes before server crash. Alright, okay. Oh, you didn't want to log off, you made 60k in 5 minutes. Very nice. What was that selling, Jaxa? So this is all... so single items here. So there's 100 here. For 580 gold. So it's 5 gold 80 per item. And that's 224 gold for 39. And then that's bandages, and then there's 5s. These are in 5s. So these are the ones we were looking at. The ones of 5s. 18 for 5. How much does that work out each? Let's just do a quick 18.2 divided by 5. 3.64. Let's take these. Hey, right one too, how are you? TSM bug, it's really, it's cancelling auctions in view, which actually are there. Yeah, that does look like a weird bug, doesn't it, Surox? Especially with some of the new items. So we'll have to report that one. Let's buy some of these the old-fashioned way. And then we'll go through these, and then we'll at least take some of them. and then we've got a stock. I can see why doing things in singles would be very annoying at this stage without TSM. Good. Same plan tonight as last night. Sorry, normally watch you on YouTube. Rarely catch you live due to a 2-year-old never wanting to sleep. I know that feeling. It's been many years, but I do know that feeling. So I'm just going to go through. We're going to basically do auction house things at the beginning, and then we'll go off and we'll do some questing. I'm just buying these at the moment, so I've got a stock, so I can do some trade stuff later. So we're just going through. I'm going to buy up these 5s, all a reasonable price. And then 9 at 33 I think is a similar price, and we'll leave it at that. Okay, back to TSM 4. So it may be just the BfA items, because if I do a shopping scan for Chalderai silk, let's have a look at this one. It does seem a little bit right one too, just with buying items. Oh, that's interesting. 1 copper. I'll go for the buyout though at 144. When it was buying something, it was losing it as it was trying to buy it. So I'm just going to go through this, and so this works. So that's fine. I'll buy these up. I'll take the 2 lots of 200. And then 7 of 200. Even though it's 232, we'll take those. There we go. And I'll take the 4 of 50. And I'll go through that one. Might even be worth doing a bid on those. Let's do a bid. And the same on that one, because that might run out. These are at 295, so that's too expensive, so I'll leave that one. Happening for 3, and something to do with the BfA things. Yes, I think so. Did I say hello to you, Blood and Torment? If I didn't, good evening to you. How are you doing? Yeah, so it's only BfA items are bugged. The only way you was able to get things efficiently was to sniper them at. Ah, interesting, right one too. That's a good idea. So I've not been buying any BfA materials, so this is the first thing for me. But that's a start. We've got some Tide Spray. The other thing I wanted to look up was Gloom Dust for enchanting. Gloom Dust. Ooh, that's quite expensive. 48 gold. And there's 10 pages of it. There's 424 auctions. Market value is 56. Region market's 284. So that would be very expensive to buy up. So I'm going to have to find a different way of doing that. Maybe doing the Tide Spray and the Bracer Shuffle or something like that would work in the future for the Gloom Dust. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with enchanting yet. That seems too expensive to level up just yet. Okay, so we've done that. Let's look at the things that are about to expire. Let's take all of those off, anything under 2 hours. So take the short ones first. I'm not sure my food is actually going to sell now, the Legion food that is. But you never know. The new stuff is selling, the BfA stuff, so we'll have a look at whether the restocks on those are set, and we'll fix those up. Wait for TSM to catch up on itself. And do the last few. Whoops. The last few. Oh, you've done them all. Have you done them all? Looks like you might have done. To 2 hours, let's take those instead. Okay, is that done? That's done. And we'll pick those up. Now we need to do, that's seasoned loins. We didn't put those on because they weren't a profit before. And these certainly aren't a profit at minus 51 silver. The Mondazzi. Now, is the Mondazzi used in something else? Let's just have a look at that. We'll do that at the same time as whilst I open the mail, actually. Let's open that. Move that to the side. Come on, you can do it, TSM. And then I'll move my backpack out the way. There we go. So I'm looking at that Mondazzi, and can I use it for something else? The Mondazzi's here. It's a dessert. increases versatility, and then does anything use it in a future? No, doesn't look like it does. So it's on its own. So do people want versatility for an hour? Not at 24 silver an item, they don't. Wonder if tokens going to drop lower on the weekend, considering dropping 1 million, buying them up if they do. Not a bad idea, Sensors. I think they are gonna drop, because people are not going to be able to play fully until the weekend. So it's definitely, I think it's a good time to be buying them now. Any time between now and then. And he just went to 140. You bought 2 more. Yeah, good idea. Buy them whilst they're cheap. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be buying them because I'm saving up for the mount, but it would be a good time to do it. Good evening, Jarky. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. We're just going through our mailbox cancels at the moment, waiting for that to refresh, whilst also looking at the food. So I'm not sure about this Mondazzi. I might try and put it on anyway. That min buyout of 24 silver. I wonder how many of them are on at that price. I'll have a look. Can you explain me the auction house fees for flipping? The auction house fee is based on the vendor sell price. It's a percentage of that. I believe it's 5% of the vendor sell price. I may be wrong. I'd have to look it up to be completely sure. Or if anyone else in chat can confirm. It's 10%, is it, Jack? Okay. I knew it was something like that. Mondazzi is in the Captain's Feast, is it? Bountiful Captain's Feast. Oh yes, I missed it. Thank you, Stormer. Well spotted indeed. Okay, so we'll keep that for the Bountiful Captain's Feast. And the Cold Tiramisu, because we want to sell some of this. This is something I'm really looking forward to doing. So, we also need some meaty haunch. Oh, that's looking quite cheap. And then the Frenzied Fangtooth and the Midnight Salmon, we're going to try and fish up ourselves. Everything else we can try and collect. Stringy Loins and Frenzied Fangtooth we need to go and buy. So let's post on our auctions. We've got lots of things we need to sort out here. So let's start with posting everything on that we've got. Select all groups, run a post scan, see how long this takes. Tokens going down as well, yeah. Even Auctionator is slow, yeah. Oh, the 5% is the auction house cut. Yeah, I forget which way around it is. Yeah, it's all on Blizz side, I think. 5% of the price you bought it. From a vendor, yes. Not so much the price. It's not. It's the price you would buy it from a. No, the price you would sell it to a vendor. Yeah, that's correct, Jack. Alright, let's see how we get on with scanning these pages. Silkweave Satchels at 353, that's okay. Various enchants for things. And the Fusaka we're not selling at the moment, it looks like. You pay 10% of the price you sell it to a vendor, yes. And 5% will take in if you sell anything you threw on the auction house. There you go. Yeah, there we go. I know it's a bit confusing, but that's the price, the auction house price. The best way to look at it is if you use the standard auction interface and you can see the price, the auctioning cost there. And they're different depending on whether it's 48 hours, 24 hours or 12 hours. Right, 133 items. What else are we putting on here? We are putting the oil on. So for the oil, the vendor buy price is 25 silver, and we're selling it for 1 gold 89. The wild flower costs 25. We're going to try and sell that for 10. Dark silk shirt has just gone, and the seasoned loins we don't want to sell. I don't think. Oh no, that's cooking. We do want to sell those. I'll do those. Yeah, And I'm not selling the other thing. Seasoned loins, just make sure I'm not using that in something. Seasoned loins. And just check. That's stringy loins. Galley Banquet is that one. Seasoned loins is this one. The cheap one. Okay, let's try it. See how it gets on. Let's post them all on. A little bit slow. FPS has gone down a little bit. Okay, Jarky, no problem. Thanks ever so much for stopping by. Now you can dream all about the auction house and the costs of everything. That's what I do. Alright, let's confirm all of those. Come on, Mr. Potato, you can do it. So we'll see if we get any sales with those whilst we're playing. How are my bags looking at the moment? Okay, so we still have a lot of the Mondazzi, so we're not doing that. We have loads of Shalderai silk, so we need to try and fit that in the guild bank somewhere. We'll do this a bit later, so let's just pop that there, reorganize that a little bit. I can get guild sort to do this properly in a minute, but I just want to clear the space. Do all of these. You stream every time when you have to work or sleep. Oh, sorry about that, Jarky. Well, I was glad to be able to catch you this time. I'll have to try and extend some of my streams. Or do them earlier or at different times. It's tricky trying to accommodate everyone and work and family. Alright, this is going to be saved for later. We're going to be doing this. My average purchase price is 2 gold 20, so that's reasonable. So I'm going to keep that, and then I'm going to keep hold of those for now. Check the rest of the things from the mail. Let's open all of those. And then I'm going to go back to the auctioneer, who's here, and we'll run a post scan. Silkweave satchels going back on. White linen shirt, green workman shirt. White linen shirt is very cheap. Not really worth putting on at that price. Shadowweed mask is though, that is good. Oh, haven't finished yet. Stone Dark Sail, Drop by Sale Salmon. Not sure if those are going to sell, but we'll put them on. Done posting of those. Hey Mushy, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Right, okay, we're done with the posting of those. We now need to look for some of the cooking ingredients. We need to really make a shopping list of these. So let's have a look at the ones we're going to look after. Look out for. So we're looking for meaty haunch and stringy loins, mainly. So let's have a look for those. Shopping, stringy loins exact. Let's do this one. How to level cooking at the beginning. It's quite easy. Just do the vendor items from the cooking trainer and the vendor. I can't remember his name. It begins with an H, I think. He has a lot of it. Okay, let's get some of those. Yes, please. See, that's working for TSM, but the cloth wasn't working. That's a strange one. So how low do I want to go on this? How many have I got now? 206. I certainly want anything... Where are we at? 174. Region sale average 35 silver. What's my average buy price? 27 silver for that lot. Okay. Do you buy the reagents? Yes, pretty much most of them. And they're all vendor items, except for the stringy loins, which you can buy off the auction house if you can find them cheap enough. I imagine these are going to sell for a lot more in the future, so I'm not sure how much to buy up at this stage. Is it worth buying everything up to sort of 1 gold? I'm not sure. I've got some for now. I know you go through them a fair amount, and I'll be using them in the Captain's Feast. Stringy loins. So let's look up the other one, meaty haunch. Meaty haunch. How's this looking? Again, it's 14 silver, so it's pretty cheap at the moment. So stock up whilst you can. I'm going to basically scrape off a lot of this cheaper stuff. Anything under a gold, I'm going to go for a load of this because I think this is going to be useful. Because how much do I need? Meaty haunch I need 20, stringy loins I need 20, so I'm going to use up quite a lot of it in making this feast. So let's go through it all. No worries, Intrameson. We're here for the questions. And hello Bingers, how are you? Which dish is best for gold making? I don't know yet. I haven't seen the prices of everything as they've gone through. We've sold a few things at the moment. We've sold some of the Ravenberry tarts, the Cull tiramisu, and some of the vendor items were sold last night. So you are getting sales, that's definite for sure. So let's take everything up to 1 gold. Any gold making tips for a new player is have fun and don't spend it is the main ones, and then the secondly is go out and collect stuff, and if you're in BfA at this point, anything goes at the moment because the market is very changeable, shall we say. I'm tempted to get that lot there. 1 gold 45, but I'll leave it for now. How many do we have at the moment? 573. Okay. So the other things we do need for this is the Midnight Salmon, Frenzied Fangtooth, and Red-tail Loach. Now again, it's 20 of each of these, so that's going to be quite difficult. And then you've got to think, okay, Cull tiramisu is part of this, and for that we need... This is all vendable items, so that's okay. Someone told you can use tokens Battle.net currency to buy the expansion. Is that true? Yes, you can. So basically you can use your gold to buy a token, trade your token in for Battle.net currency, and then use your Battle.net currency to buy the digital version of BfA. So yes, it's totally possible. If you're going to get something like what I've got, the collector's edition, which is the physical version, then you have to buy that with real money. No worries, Bingers. There is no such thing as a silly question. We're all here to learn, and we're all at different stages. Greetings, Ignis. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. You're doing very well, thank you, Bingers. How much gold is $60? Looking at token prices right now, what would you get? $10 would get you on EU 226,000, I believe, but you're talking dollars, so you'd have to be NA, which is about 150,000 gold. Playing 24/7 at the moment. That's the way to go, Ignis. I know you were feeling burnt out before, but you come back with a gusto. Can't afford the new expansion yet, so was looking at earning it with gold. Yep, it's certainly possible, Bingers. You'd need what's that, 3-4 tokens, I think, to be able to do it. So it all depends, but it's certainly doable. Okay, so we've done that. I need to just go through that cooking a little bit more, just so I make sure I've gotten everything. So Cull tiramisu, to do a bountiful Captain's Feast, of which there are 3 auctions on. 4,500 is the price at the moment. Happy you didn't buy the 5 BfA versions for your multi-box accounts. Yeah, can you imagine that? Do that in a few hours. Yeah. So if $20 is 200,000 gold, it would be around 600,000 gold. Yes, Query, but you're talking dollars. The price I gave you there was for the EU side of things, so things might be slightly different. Bought a few too soon and should have waited. saving so much gold. Yeah, definitely. I get a feeling for me it's going to take you a while to get all the toons leveled and up to done status this time. It's just stopping in between things and not just grinding. Yeah, I think I like that approach, right? One, two, definitely. It's a start, bingers. It's a start, definitely. Shuffling is so hard in this add-on. Yeah, I think it's still got quite a few bugs in order to be able to do all the things you could do in TSM 3. So it's not as easy. So if I were to buy all of these items, so the cold tiramisu there, the midnight salmon's expensive at 1,500, but you are telling me crafting cost is 3,000 and the sale is 1,475. So I think I'm gonna go for a load of these. So let's go. Now I can't make cold tiramisu though, can I? Because I need some frothy coffee. I need to get that from the other end. Okay, so let's have a look. We could fish this up. Galley banquet is another thing, but that's a negative there. Look at the difference there. So 35 people in your raid or party, resource health and mana. So that's probably going to be for raids later. It's the feast we really want. Everyone seems to be doing that one. Just having so much more fun this time doing things. Usually you'd level so fast and forget everything in between. Wakemas is much more fun. Yeah, I agree, definitely. Can't work right now, staying with your mother who recently had a health scare. Oh, sorry to hear that, Bingers. All's getting good, still can't get out to work. Well, I hope it all goes on the mend soon. Good evening, Nephistra. How are you? We're doing very well, thank you very much. We're just looking at Bountiful Captain's Feast as a potential thing to make. We're just looking at the price of... Let's look at these. Midnight Salmon, Frenzied Loach. Actually, I was going to think we could do this on with the task list, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to search for these manually. So let's try Redtail Loach first. Ran Pandaria Raid for the first time by yourself last night. That was cool. Yeah, it is quite cool doing stuff like that. Okay, so we're doing stacks of 10 for 10 gold each. That's below the average at the moment. The mat cost is coming in at 34. So if I can buy them at 10, that's a profit. So I'll need at least, that's for 1, 2, 3, 4. How many have I got? 70. I need them in stacks of 10, so that's 80 total. That makes 4 Captain's Feasts. I probably won't be able to do all of those, so let's try Frenzied Fangtooth. Let's have a look at that one. You made some gold with the new cloth. It was selling great and you was able to make some profit. Excellent. Good to hear. So again, Frenzied Fangtooth, we're looking at 35 gold as the thing there. So if I buy up all of these cheaper ones, that should get me at least a few. I'm looking for about the same number, about 80 if I can. I'll take these up. How many does that give me? 55. Let's take that one and the 25. No, it's not Query Wizard. It's all the same now. They merged them all a long time ago. So we'll take that one as well. Now the big one here, Midnight Salmon. Let's have a look. What's the price of Midnight Salmon? Mat cost is coming in at 305. So 220 would be good. We need 5 per feast. I mean, I'd like to fish some of this up. I mean, obviously I'm spending my gold here, but I'm hoping to turn this into profit, because I don't think there's many ones up. Yeah, I'm going to fish this one up, definitely. But I'm going to go... What I want to do is I want to make some Captain's Feasts early on. So let's start with just a few for now. How many have we got? There we go. Oh, you literally meant now. Okay. Yeah, that's true. I'm going to go do the 5. Oh, I need the cold tiramisu. I've not got everything. Oh, right, of course, yes, because of the time thing. You have to do it between 8 and... Is it 3 in the morning or something like that? Anything after 8 p.m. Right, let's pick up all these ingredients, these lovely ingredients. Well, unfortunately, I don't have the coffee to be able to post this straight on the auction house, so I'm going to have to go back to Kultiris, do a spot of fishing, a spot of questing, and we'll come back and make the rest of this a bit later. So let's just open the rest of this lot up. Seeing as we've got our bags full of stuff. Oh, is it 6:30 a.m? Okay, thank you, Anix. How are we doing? Oh, let's not fill my bags up too much, actually. That's reasonable. Okay. You catch them in that time. I mean, salmon. 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Okay. And you catch them in that time mostly. Ah, right. Okay, thank you, right one too. And 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. is like real low. Okay. Right, well, I think we better head on over there. I don't think there's a lot more we can do with actually cooking this at the moment, because we're just missing the cold tiramisu, and for the cold tiramisu we're missing the frothy coffee, which we need to go and buy. So let's head on over. So we'll use our cloak of Stormwind, teleport over. Shame this has got an hour, no, a 4-hour cooldown. It's really useful to use this one. 266 more inks to go. Excellent. Realm time, yes, I think so, Marsba. Right, let's just change my cloak back over, which was the cloak. Shoulder, hands, back. Oh, that's the light forged one. We want this one, the new one, the Yeti one. There we are. There is a cloak with a 2-hour cooldown from the guild vendor. Is there Colchium? So there's 2 different ones, is there? Do I need another achievement for that one? I'm not sure I can get that yet. Let me just get Pierre out. Can't miss Pierre. Hey Wave, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How's your evening been so far? We're just going to start our adventures in Borealis. We're going to do a combination of fishing and Tirigard Sound quest. We're doing all our stuff up here at the moment. We've got a couple of bits here. So we're going to go over and do that, carry on with that, and fish at the same time. And now I need to remember... I always get confused with the exit on this. Doing good, just been leveling your monk, earning gold on craftables. Very nice. Very nice indeed. We'll look at professions a bit later in the stream. I'm going to do a little bit of questing first. So let's head on over to our questing area.
Ahoy!
Which was up here. So we've got means to an end. There we go. Hey Shantajin, how are you? It's going very well, thank you very much. Loving BfA at the moment, really enjoying it. It's beautiful to look at, and it's just really good fun. And it sounds amazing as well. And then we're making a little bit of gold with cooking at the moment. We want to expand this into tailoring and enchanting a bit later. But we're on to a fine start, that's for sure. Not so good, you're selling stuff for a loss, you need the gold. Oh no, that's not so good. Are you selling old stuff like Legion and before for a loss? Or is it the BfA stuff that you're selling for a loss? I mean, I just love taking these flights just so you can see everything. It's amazing. What Expulsum map price do you use? I haven't used Expulsum yet, but I've heard people talking about sort of, I think it's about 2,500 I heard you say earlier, Jack. That was one of them. Hey Twix TV, how are you? Thank you for advices before BfA launch. Sold 5 Sky Golems at 300. Excellent Twix, congratulations. That's very nice. Okay, let's get on a horsey. Sold a few Poseidon mounts and glider kits. Ah, right, okay. Poseidon mounts are a bit hit and miss, I think. Although having the water ability is useful. So where are we headed? Down here. Oh, there's a fishing spot. Come on, let's go fishing. Where did it go? Okay, we've still got our angler on us, I think. Yes, we have. Let's go fishing. And we've got our invisibility ability, which is nice. Good evening, machine. Can anyone recommend a working server with good ratio of players, real tide or drain, and it not being fixed? Okay, White Nerdy, I can recommend Shadow Song. It's a lovely server, but I'm biased because it's one I really, really enjoy playing on. I mean, I've been on Shadow Song since vanilla, so, you know, that's... I've never known anything different, so I probably wouldn't know what to do if I was on a high pop server. But I know it's really frustrating for people right now who are on high pop servers and their auction houses are just getting completely swamped with everything. So we're up to 19 fishing. Good start. We'll carry on with questing in a bit as well, but we want to make sure we do the fishing as well, because that's the thing I want to do mainly. And there was another one over here, I believe. Or has it been fished up? Oh, it looks like there's been a bit of a... Oh, I forgot to put war mode on. That's what I was going to do. Oh well. Is cooking good for gold at the moment? I don't know enough yet, Squid. It's very easy to level it up. There is that. And then I've sold a few things as of last night. I'll know more once I've got some more data points. But so far, yes. Okay, let's just... we're aggroing everything here. Let's just reorganise ourselves. We need to swap out our weapon. Otherwise that's going to be embarrassing. Where's my weapon gone? There it is. Oh. Okay. We're going to do the attacking thingy first, are we? Okay. There we are. What do you mean swamped? Can anyone do a shopping string search? Yeah, I can do a shopping search, but some things are not quite working. The Tide spray isn't working for me, but the other cooking materials are. So there's some things are price is not stable yet on the server. No, I wouldn't think any of the things are stable just yet. All right, we've got to go over here. Here's something we need to do. Discovered Addington shipyards. Stop song Marshall. Start with you.
Get in line.
Get in line. Do that. Do that. Regular business works fine on snipering buying for you, but using the TSM or auctionator buying is slow. Yeah. I mean, the whole thing seems a little bit sluggish at the moment, frame rate wise. But what is that? What is that? Oh, this is their they're the Tide things, aren't they? They're all on the outside, on the other side. Let's work our way around. Where are you all? Oh, you're sleeping. Pardon me for waking you up, but we need to do a little bit of questing here. Yeah, it does seem a little bit sluggish. Okay, here we go. Initiate Clark. Let's do that first. Loot you. Yeah, the looting seems to be a little bit slow at the moment. Looking at that.
Good. This blade is still A sharp blade is a safe one.
Let's see if we can help out with this person. Do a bit of AE to help them out. There we are. Hey, Miss Rooney, how are you? Just help out with that one. Oh, I got some Tide Spray linen. Excellent. Okay, let's head over this way. I won't swap over. I'll just swim across.
Back to work, worm.
Back to work, worm. No, I'm not a worker at the moment. Off I go then. Hey, Biggie Lips, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Join me on my questing adventures whilst we carry on going through things in BfA. Yeah, it definitely seems slow tonight compared to what it was last night. I can't believe the token price is sad. You spent so much before launch on them. Well, it's one of those things you can't really tell with token prices some of the times. Sometimes they just do crazy things. Well, you know, Discipline is so much faster. Yes, that was the other thing I meant to do. I meant to turn on War Mode, and I meant to try out Discipline Priest. I mean, I could do Shadow, but
The ocean's mist
I haven't set myself up for Discipline yet. I'm familiar with Holy, so and I quite like the feather and everything. There we go, let's help out with that one. Loot that. That's a lot of gold. There was a... there was another thing I was looking for here. The treasure chest, that's it. So where do we need to go here? Sister Ava.
I'll have you drawn and quartered.
Drawn and quartered. Indeed. Just help out.
She will take
And give you a buff.
too.
Give myself a buff.
What darkness took your mind, sister, but it will torment our people.
I get some Tide Spray linen. Now there's a treasure chest here somewhere. I need to find it. There it is, sparkling over there. Able to take on 6 mobs at a time with disc. You survive pulling 8. Okay, that does sound good, Hendu. Still making and selling silkweed bags. Yep, they're selling alright at the moment. That gets considerably slower from 115. Mobs start hitting harder. Okay, Norcott. Well noted. I'll definitely make sure I'm in the right spot for then. I'm assuming we'll do this. Yeah, it seems very laggy tonight. I wonder if we're going to have issues come the weekend, because it seems noticeably more laggy tonight than it did last night. Oh, Simozen. Simonizen. Thank you very much for the follow. And Juggernaut Nukes, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Where's that gone? Let me get that. Ah, Nephistra. Thank you very much for the cheer. Very kind of you. Thank you for your support. That's awesome. I love the icons, truly insane. Selling in stacks of 4 with slightly higher price for convenience. What's that for? The silkweed bags. You can't sell in stacks, unfortunately. They come as they come. There we go.
But still legible.
Okay.
These
Oh,
incantations
you're carrying her.
serve
I
us
didn't
well.
realise you were. Brother
Tides
Pike.
bless you.
Means to an end. Oh, hold on. Being attacked. Excuse me. Let me just move out the way. Let's just help out here. Take that. Do that. Get some linen. Oh, right. Nosas, thank you very much for the follow. There's still something we're missing here, so let's carry on with the initiates. Maybe you need to try Discipline. Made 1 million gold your first day in BfA. Fantastic, Baron Lovett. Congratulations. Found 2 June Scavenger BOE mounts and sold one. Fantastic. So what do I need to do? Scouts lost not forgotten. Aha, I'm missing something here. Take this bell, it calls the souls of the recently deceased. Okay, we needed to do that. I forgot the bell. There we go. I wonder if we can help out with the ones that are recently dead. Where's a player that's doing the thing? Can we help out a player that's doing it? Let's help out and then ring the bell. There we go. Right, okay, now I realise what I'm doing. I can go back and do all of those again. Okay, let's just follow some other people for a bit. Oh no, got a loyalist here. We have to do you first. Do that, do that. Ooh, that's a nice chain. What was that? Oh, deep sea satin. That's something new. What's that? Deep sea satin used by players with the tailoring skill, can be bought and sold in the auction house. That's 47 gold. Okay. Useful.
Tide Mother, cleanse your wicked flesh.
Okay, right, let's try this. Character, no. Specialization and talents. I've not done discipline in a long time, so I don't know what spells I need to cast. So this is going to be a bit new. So what have we got? Shadow of Pain, we've got Penance and Smite, and Vindicar Matrix Crystal. That's not going to be useful. What else have we got spell-wise? Talents, a whole load of new talents to do. Oh, okay, let's just have a quick look at this. Penance fires 1 additional bolt, Holy Light over its duration. After healing, enemy soul. We just want something passive, really. That makes it a lot easier. Leap of Faith, increase your target's movement speed. That's interesting. Schism is nice, is it? Oh, I need to go to a rested area. 40% damage, is it? Okay, yes, I just didn't spot that bit. I read too quickly. Angelic Feather I like. That's good. That's the movement thing I need. Mindbender's useful. I used to do that as a shadow work. Shield is completely absorbed. You restore the mana. Probably not so useful. A Mindbender. Let's try a Mindbender. They are good to have. Just cool down the Psychic Scream. Control your own character whilst mind control, or create a burst of light around a friendly target, knocking away enemies. Hey, Drum and Face, how are you? Passive, passive. Let's take that for now in case we get to panic moment. Damage is increased by up to 12%. That could be useful. And yeah, let's go with that one. And then Persian Wild, Fire damage, interesting. Divine Star and Halo. AoE, which one? Feather, Solace, Scream. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Norcott. What's this one? Purge of the Wicked for this one. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's go for that. And then this last one. Shield. Extend the duration of all your active atonements by 6 seconds. And atonement reduces damage taken. Luminous Barrier. Extend the duration of all your active atonements. Hey Gengos. Gengos, how are you? I think I will try this one. Okay, let's try this out. Please pardon the transmog. Right, Smite, Fire. There we go, that was quick. Obviously someone else is doing some stuff. Let's try this. Okay. I haven't done discipline in a long time. There we go. Open with Schism. Schism? Which one's Schism? Where is it?
Lads, insubordination.
Which one have I got? Right, I need to sort out what I've got here. Hold on. Let's just do. Oh, we need to do our bell. Hold on.
Your intrepid spirit will
There we go. Right. Powered Radiance. Let's get rid of that. Vindicar Matrix Shuttle. For now. Paint Suppression. Powered Shield. Token abilities. Special talents. I don't have Schism because I need to go to a rested area first for that. Okay, and our weapon of choice is obviously no longer valid, so let's just swap out to our Underlight Angler just for the fact that we can have it. And then we need to do some more Lost Souls. Let's try this out. Let's practice. Where are you? Smite. One of those, one of those. And smite. There we go. Hey, Foluk, how are you? Confuse these enchants. They change on your level to a max of 27,120. So many underpriced. Yeah, I think they are getting a bit underpriced at the moment. Evangelism. Not sure what that did actually. Sends you some all your things. Oh, okay. Oh, don't forget Mindbender actually. Let's get that going. Radiant's Burst Light heals the target. Do that, do that, do that, and ring the bell. If you shield yourself, you do damage to the mods. Okay. Something like damage and preventing damage. You'll heal when you do damage to mobs. Okay. It's been so long since I've done this. It's a long time since I was a discipline priest. Yeah, seems to be quicker. And get my Mindbender out as well, that's also useful. That's good for extra things. Oh, bell, don't forget your bell. I'm sure I just did that. There you go, that's better.
and no peace.
That didn't quite work out how I planned. Shooting yourself gives you atonement, which heals you in your damage. Ha, there we go, let's try that. So I just got to make sure shield's on, so maybe let's move this over to E. What was Light's Wrath? Oh, I haven't got Light's Wrath with me, that's why. Let's move that off to the side. There we go. I'll get them, I'll get there eventually. It's been a while.
Let your soul wash away from its mortal
What's that? Evasion's paid off, spent 100k on herbs and turned it into 1.6 million. Very nice, Rick. Very nice indeed. Oh, there we go. We've got a few in now. Let's test my skills now. Shield. Needs to be a different thing. Mindbender. You can start out. You can do that. You can do that. Penance. Oh, that does a lot of damage, the penance. Spam that. Evangelism can extend that out. That gives me my shield. There we go. It's good if you have a few mobs. Shield yourself and dot them all up. Oh yeah, I forgot. I got Shadow Word Pain as well. I haven't dotted them up yet. Probably need to change this to something. But that's good. Okay, we're definitely on a winner here. I just need to get the rotation going. Oh, here goes the fish oil. Vendor items for the win. I need to do that again. How is it to use TSM? Thinking about trying. I would definitely give it a go. Start small and then work your way up from there, Solar-Nest. I've got a series of YouTube videos on it, and I suggest you start there. You take Purge the Wicked, which replaces Shadow Word Pain. Ah, right, okay, yes, this one. Okay, thank you. I didn't recognise the icon then. Oh, what do we got? There we go. Purge the Wicked on you.
Make an example of you.
Purge the Wicked on you. Shield myself. And then Purge the Wicked on you. Now, what did I used to have? Mindbender come out now. And we'll do a smite. Penance on you. Penance is very nice. There we go. Good evening, Sturk. Could I show my fish oil operation? Yeah, certainly. I'm just in the middle of combat, but once I've done that, I think I need to swap these round. Because 3 was normally my thing, and then I need to make sure I get that going. To remember that one. Oh, we got some leg plates. Okay. Leg wraps, rather. Leg wraps of the Aurora. Right, let me just move her over here. Move Aurora over here. Okay, right. Might help not fighting with your fishing pole. Yes, Baron Lover. I've left my discipline artifact weapon back in the bank. So that's the best thing I've got at the moment. Because my holy one doesn't work here. So, operations. That's where we're at. So my fish oil operation. So it's in a group of its own at the moment. BfA cooking mats, and so it's in with Fusaka and Wildflower. They haven't sold so much, and then the operation for these is called Vendor Flip, and then the posting operation for this. Oh, my mouse has gone weird again. Hold on. Let's try that again. There we go. So we have minimum price is 110% vendor buy plus 1 gold. So that plus 1 gold is my margin that I'd like to just add on to it, as well as the vendor buy price, as my minimum price, that is. And then my maximum price is an average between 5,000% vendor buy, 200% DB market, and 200% DB region market average. So it's kind of, because the prices are so volatile at the moment, it's a real spread between those. And the normal price is the same things but with different percentages. 300% vendor buy, 150% DB market, and 120% DB region market average. And that seems to work at the moment. Oh, I've sold a neck enchant. That's fortunate. I really thought I wasn't going to sell any more necks. But there we go. And then we can get used to discipline and the rotation in a little bit. Let's have a look, and I'll go with a notice here. Help wanted. Speak with Ansel Maidenhall at the Meadery. Oh, that sounds good. No problem. Intronisam. Intronisam? I think that's good. There we go. Yeah, that was the problem, Baron. I always forget stuff in the bank. Rip to the player who thought they can enchant the Azurite necklace. Or they might be thinking that they've, they're leveling a character up and they still need it. Oh, this is nice. Look at all those candles. Oh, look. What's that? Brother Addington. He's not in a good place. Okay.
I've always dreamed of adventure.
Okay, this does not bode well. A sash, which is 200, which is an upgrade. Or the leggings aren't quite as good as my Faithsworn pants. So I'll take the sash. Thank you. And 20,000 XP, that's really good. Always postmark the Hidden Satyr though. Twinks use it. Yes, Hidden Satyr is definitely one of my best sellers. Probably for that very reason, Norcop. I'm always selling that one. So what did we just get? Tide Speaker Sash. Let's pop that in. So now where are we at to? Quest here, Forced Labour. Quest has popped open here, and then Make It the Modern Hall is over this one. Okay, so let's head back this way, collect up the quest whilst we're here. Let's just do a spot of fishing, as it's so peaceful. The music's lovely, actually, looking at this. And seems we do have... no, I've changed my my keybinds as well. Everything's changed on the side of my action bars. Now, where did I have fishing? I need to remember. Abilities, professions. Fishing, I think, was here. Cooking, I think, was here. Or just flip back to holy. Yeah, but I want to get it all set up. That's the thing, though. I don't need to resurrect. If that was resurrect, then that needs to be down there. There we go. Then back to disc for questing. Yeah, I don't really want to swap around too much. Snowy Griffin and Swift White Steed, that's been how long it's been. And surveying, I haven't done that in a while. Disenchant's down there, it shouldn't be there. So cooking is there. Okay, so fishing should be the same keybind. There we go. Okay. Oh, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll just need to organise everything. I'm alright with change, it just takes a little while. Hey Enjoy, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How are we doing for time at the moment? Done alright so far. Ooh, Frenzied Fangtooth. That's one of the things I need. I hope I can get some midnight salmon. That would be really useful. And the mount, because the mount sells. That would be really, really fortunate if I can get that going. Lane snapper. I mean, it's just lovely just listening to the music. A little sad because you spend like 6 hours on farming mount and you didn't get him. Oh no! I don't know how frequently it is. But, I mean, these are coming up quite nicely at the moment. Have I considered stocking up on feast mats for the raid released? Yes, Doppelbock. I'm going to try collecting up as much as I can because I think it is going to be very useful. I don't know when the feast is going to come out, but what I want to do is get all my cooking sorted so that I'm in a good position for all of that. So I've got the aromatic oil and I've sold some of it. As we saw here, we sold a whole load of it there. These are stacks of 20. Someone's bought it all up, even though you can buy it from the vendor. So it does sell on my server, certainly. Seen the way to level cooking to 110 using just vendor materials. Yes, Drummonface, that's what I've been doing. I'm up to 147, I think. And the only thing I had to buy was the stringy loin stuff. The bits you make using vendor mats are selling far less than the crafting cost on your server. Yeah, mine are okay at the moment. Let's have a look. So if we went to TSM4 at the moment. So the Cold Tiramisu is doing okay at 3 gold. The rest, though, are pretty close to their margins, so they're not really worth it. This is the one I want to try, though, the Bountiful Captain's Feast, because that is currently telling me it's a 2,900 profit. So that's the one to go for at the moment. But I just need to collect up some more midnight salmon, and I also need to get some coffee so I can make some more tiramisu. But it's all adapting at the moment. We're adapting to the new changing in pricings. Oh, what's that? Unraveling cloth cord. So it's all changed, and we'll just have to adapt with it as it goes. It's interesting though. I mean, for me, I'm thinking getting fishing up and getting cooking up is my start. We stocked up on Mondazi and cold tiramisu today. People were dumping them on the auction house for less than 1 gold. Yes, actually, Doppelbock, that's a good idea. I should buy some more Mondazi because it's cheaper to buy off the auction house than it is to craft it. Obviously, people are using it to level up, but then it's used in the feast at the end. So, yeah, I think that's a good idea. I might do similar myself. I've got loads of Mondazi at the moment. The cold tiramisu is actually worth it for me to craft it rather than to buy it. The salmon's the bottleneck. Yeah, I mean, look how long I'm fishing here at the moment. I haven't got any salmon yet. It's supposed to be a random one, I believe. Maybe it's down to fishing skill as well, because I'm not maxed out. So we'll have to see how that goes. I'm just going to up my level a little bit here whilst we're enjoying the scenery and the rain. Good evening, Huxnaver. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. May need to be in an ocean, actually. Not sure where I'm at currently. Yeah, I'm not actually in an ocean, I don't think. I don't think this counts. Hey, Jerkitin. Thanks for stopping by. I did hear that it could 3% catch rate. Okay. We'll have to have a look, because we are still relatively low fishing level. So we'll see how we get on at the moment. Hey Ryoka, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How are you doing? Do I already buy the longboy? No, not yet, Jokadin. We're still 600,000 short. And my gold making has kind of taken a real flat line at the moment, because none of my old stuff is selling. Ready, you can fish them anywhere. Yeah, that's what I think I heard as well, right one too. So all my old stuff isn't selling unless it's something like a pet or a satchel or a silkweave, a shadowweave mask, the odd thing. Ah, Touchpad Warrior, thank you very much for the host. How was your stream? Thanks for stopping by. I'm just doing a spot of fishing at the moment, which is nice and relaxing, although the music's going a little bit more fast-paced at the moment. Get about 5 salmon per hour in the ocean, max fishing and some buffs. Oh, okay, I missed another one there. There we go. Just finishing off 2 at the moment before properly getting into crafting. Very nice. Yeah, I haven't done much in the way of leveling yet. I'm still 110, so I've got a whiles to go. But how are we doing on the fishing front? Oh, there we go. Midnight salmon. We got our first one. So that's worth 303 region. That's market value. We've got 6 in our bags. We could do with 10. Who needs 120 anyway? Exactly, you're trying to make the gold, that's the main thing. The main thing we want to do here is skill up, I think, is the first thing. Because we can make 1 feast with that salmon. I can see the salmon being a real bottleneck. 5 an hour is pretty low, isn't it, as a drop rate? I hope we can find a way of speeding that one up. Maybe it suddenly goes into like a massive frenzy at midnight. That would be really nice if a whole load of pools came open. You started buying salmon up to 500 per one. Pure speculation, it'll spike when raid releases. Actually not a bad idea, Duffelbot. I can understand your reasoning behind that. It does seem to be the bottleneck. Drop rate's higher if you're fishing from pools. Are these nighttime only fish? Yes, Ryoka. What's the price of the Great Sea Ray on my realm? I don't know, actually. I don't know if any have come on yet. I'll have to have a look. I don't know what the chances are of getting one. I've only got 5 and you're fishing whilst leveling. Okay, I mean this is what I'm doing at the moment. Come on. Come on, lag. Hey Shin, how are you? Oh, I did actually read your name then when it came in. I only got 5 and you're fishing whilst leveling. Yes, how are you Shin? Thanks for stopping by. And Midnight Salmon is 7.5k on your realm. Great Sea Ray is 35k and dropping. Wow. Yeah, I guess that's the thing, isn't it, with the Sea Ray? Once people start doing it with the fishing, they're going to be more common, aren't they? So I really need to try and get one. I've already answered this. What are my plans for the items you'll craft with tailoring? Just dump them now or throw them in the scrapper? I'm really not sure yet, Anniex. I haven't looked into tailoring enough yet. But I've got a feeling it will feed my enchanting in the future. To get them out, get it out of your bags before continuing fishing. It will say you can only have 1 of the item. Oh, right, okay. That's useful to know. Got to see your first fish attempt, but you used it. Alright, Blood and Torment, that's brilliant. Oh, it's 99,999 on my realm. Okay. On yours it's 50. Oh, okay. Well, we'll keep going for the moment. We'll see what we get. We're going to try and get to a skill level of maybe, let's see, let's go for another 10 minutes or so. See what we get. And then we'll move on. We'll go back to doing our questing. Exact item name of the salmon, it was, where was it? Midnight Salmon, this one here. You get the mount on average every 45 minutes. Okay, Huxnover, that's pretty cool. So we really do need to get it. Let's close that down now. Because that way we can put one on the auction house and hopefully sell it for the mount collectors before it drops in price. A ray of some kind, I think it is. I can't remember what it is exactly. I'm going to do with the salmon. We're going to put it into Captain's Feasts, I think they're called. This one here. Where is it? Bountiful Captain's Feast. It needs 5 salmon. We've currently got 6. So I want to make at least 2 Captain's Feasts. Need to work on your turtle rep to get rank 3. Yeah. Where is the turtle rep? I haven't looked at that. I saw that I needed it. Oh, there's a pool there. Hold on. There we go. God, it's very laggy at the moment. Oh, my macro's not working. That's why I keep doing that. Fish in the pool. There we go. Almost done with all your new emissaries. Wow, that's brilliant. Baron of it. Not certain for Alliance. Salmon is below 300 in your server. 50 stock up on that Doppelbox suggested. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Surprised the feasts are so cheap considering the drop rate of the fish. Yeah, I mean this is the thing. We're just working out the mechanics of it at the moment, and so people are going to get an idea as to how things are going to pan out, as it were. But yeah, I think we're you're onto a good idea here about buying the salmon. Oh no, we missed one there. Okay, we'll do one more. Don't like that they make you PvP for the 2 and 3 star crafting. Oh, do you have to PvP for them? Alliance the turtles are in Storm Song Valley, but you can only get the rep by doing the world quests. Okay, oh, there's another Midnight Salmon. So we got 2. Okay, I'm going to go until my fishing skill is up to 50. And then we're going to see what happens next with our questing. And then we'll finish off with doing some auction house stuff. Plenty of time though, plenty of stuff to do yet. You buy them with marks of honour. Right, okay. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to get at least a bit of rep whilst levelling. Yeah, that's a shame, that one. But I guess, you know, if the game asks you to do it, then, you know, that's the thing you got to do in order to get the thing you want. And you can decide whether you choose to do it or not. Might be Will Pest and Marks, might work out. Oh yeah, there is that, isn't it? Right, we're up to 45 skill. Got lots of lane snappers. Oh, that was something I was going to ask people. Is because I've gotten the collector's edition and it comes with the novella book, I wondered whether that would be something people would be interested in me reading out during a stream. doing like little excerpts of it or something like that. I didn't know whether it would be something that people would want. I'd have to find out whether I'm allowed to or not. But I thought that might be an idea. Hey Kenny B, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Doing very well, thank you very much. I'm doing a spot of fishing at the moment. Getting lots of lane snappers, whilst we're trying to get to a skill of about 50 before we move on. Sounds good. Okay, oh, we missed one there. Let's try again. Definitely listen to that. Okay, so there's some good ones. Love to listen to me reading it. Okay, well, I'll find out if I can. That's the next step. Because obviously it's a Blizzard IP thing. I don't know how much they would want to keep it to themselves. I've played any of the expansion. Yep, I've played fishing. And a little bit more, basically. We are in... where we are? Yeah, exactly. You don't know with publishing. You've seen people read it out. Yes, Anniex, I know. I think I've heard of people saying that they've done it. Born to be a storyteller. Thank you, Midnight Hawk. Yeah, I've had plenty of practice reading my children bedtime stories when they were younger. I could definitely do that. Great Zero just hit 20k on your realm. Oh right, that's a definite drop down, isn't it? Okay, we're going to go until 50. No Ray for me so far. And then we'll move on. I don't know if there is actually, Kenny, because I went and asked a guard, and a guard told me no. Which is even more reason to get the mount, really. Okay, we're done with that. Let's go... now we can go up here to a flight point. Or we can head down here. Let's head down here. Right, let's do this the fun way. Let's swim there. The mount is broken in the wild. Works fine in the city. Oh, right. And how is it broken? In terms of movement? Let's get on my horse. I haven't yet, Bullywoof. I was hoping to try and get it just then, but no such luck, unfortunately. Repairs. Free Samuel Williams. Ooh. Apologies, Stormsong Loyalist. Let's dot you up. Shield myself. That was quick enough. I'd like an AoE as discipline. What do we need to do? Forced labour. I-703. The labourer struggles to speak through the magic blinding him. Gesturing towards a nearby anchor. This one. There we go. Aha!
It's not everyone has lost their damn mind. Half the house has gone mad.
Forced labour. Do the other ones, yeah. Bound and oppressed. Destroy 8 anchors of binding. Yep, okay. Off I go then. There you go. You could try the Talent Halo. I'm sure the damage is like that. Oh yeah, that's an AoE one, isn't it? Made 8 of these. Okay. Need to get that macro working for the feather. Destroy that one. Probably start working in professions. Well, if you think it's going to be fun, Baron, definitely go for it. That's a nice looking bear. Let's try this one. Dot, shield, and do me. That's brilliant, that is. Some more deep sea satin. That's useful. There's an anchor. There we go. I'm going to equip your weapon instead of a fishing pole. Yes, Huxnaver. This is actually the only thing I've got. My weapon isn't compatible at the moment, so we're having to stick with the fishing pole, which is quite good fun actually. Now I need more gold. What's my take on the new zones, Lamnikin? I love them. They're really, really nice.
Your queen, peasant.
We did you.
I'll have drawn and
Oh, got a frenzied drudge behind me. Where did you come from? Dot, shield, smite, penance. I didn't do my shield, did I? Yeah, there's my shield. Oh, they're quite tough, these. I think this as Holy Noah. Not a lot, but it's something. Yes, I haven't inspected that talent. I have to wait until I'm rested area before I can do that again. That was interesting. Okay, what else have we got? More anchors, please. I need to go this way. There's one. Can't jump. There we go, that's 8 done. Let's hop on my horsey. How close am I to 5 million? I still need another 600,000, Mr. Spuds. So I'm a little ways off, that's for sure. Oh, wrong direction. Where are you? Over here. You COD herbs to some guy and made a mistake. Instead of 603 and wrote 630. Oh, he's ignoring you and don't want to give me the difference. Oh, that's a shame. Intraminson. I had a similar thing when someone COD'd me some stuff, and I made sure that they got the right amount. I think it's only fair, but I guess not everyone either A notices or B is as scrupulous. Hey, Mamakinda, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. I owe you one, stranger. You're more than welcome. Sam Williams, you are most welcome. You have a good name, Samuel. Just good karma, yes, I think so. Oh, I have Holy Nova already, do I? Okay, Soulworking abilities. Holy Nova, oh yes we do, of course. There we go, thank you. Let's pop it in 5. Halo. That doesn't need to be there, that doesn't need to be there. Doesn't need to be there. I guess some heals would be useful to put somewhere. I guess I've probably got those on my voodoo by Automatic. They already said that you hate fishing. Really? I'm loving fishing. But each to their own. Okay, brother, we've got that. Complete ritual of release. Okay, let's read this. Rest in the depths. This passage flows through the shrine of the storm out into the open sea. It will release the souls of the fallen here. Legends say that our spirits pass through the shrine. They aid in the great blessing rituals that all Kulturan ships undergo. In that way, we Stormsong never stop serving our people.
We must when you are ready.
Okay, let's do this.
Within the bell.
Release the souls within the bell. Wow.
Hear our call, fallen.
That's cool.
Your wicked deeds are forgiven this day. Return to the
fishing
storm
castle and mouse. You
and
should be
know
able to.
peace. Flow
I'm
through the
110 still,
shrine,
Mamakinda.
so we might share your strength.
Don't forget to use powered fortitude buff for HP. Yeah, I keep forgetting that one,
It is
GG Cat.
done.
Where is my powered fortitude? I haven't got it on. Some people like that. Chalk it up to learning experience. Not much you can do. Unfortunately, yes. Ah, look at them go. That's awesome. Quite sad as well. Hey, Bullywoof, how am I doing? I'm doing very well, thank you. No tailoring and chanting yet. I haven't looked into it yet.
Spoke of your coming.
And we'll be moving on to that in a bit. I guess it needs to be 120 to activate it. What's that for? What am I supposed to them out for 29 gold today? Ouch, Huxnaver. Alright. complete that one, and then we've got a couple more to go. So Samuel,
Wearing this together.
fabricated fabrications, recover 8 warship blueprints. Okay, something off with a ship we were building in the yards and never saw the blueprints, but enough they kept all the pages under tight guard. Aha, right.
Got your back.
Get some more resources for that one.
Well met.
And this one, the people of this valley have true hearts, Samadan. They're eager to take back control of their home. We have to help them. Brian works up the road from here, supplies most of the house storm songs, weapons. Our movement here could make great use of them. Collect enough to go around, we can do them.
Come back with stories.
Listen up. We need to get you ready to fight.
Oh,
And
okay. And Samadan here is going to help you. There's also an exclamation mark over here, which I nearly missed it.
Every hand helps.
Would you mind checking on someone for me? Sergeant Calvin was supposed to meet me here. Find Sergeant Calvin in the square.
Seas grant you feet.
Okay, we can do that too. Oh, for the flight whistle. Oh, right, Ryuka. That's pretty cool. A flight whistle would be useful. Currently got a couple of things here, something there, and that one there. So what I'm going to do is I've done a few quests. Yeah, I definitely need to make sure I level up. We've done a few bits here. Of course. I didn't get it. Calvin and Hobbes. Of course. That's brilliant. His friend Calvin. Such a pretty area. Yeah, it is. It's obvious. I mean, look at this. Just looking out across the hills. That's brilliant. At 120, my Legion flight whistle gets upgraded and be used in Kultiris and Zanzibar. Very nice, Baron. That's something I'm going to need to do. You love the ferries. Oh, there's a fishing pole. Let's go do this. And then we'll go back and we'll look at our professions. So we're going to make some Kultiramasu first, and then we can make our captain's feast, well, at least one of them. Then we'll go back to the auction house and we'll have a look at those things and see what else we can make. We want to get something on so we can make some gold. We need to buy some more aromatic fish oil because that's sold. So I'm going to stock up on a load of that. I'm not sure how long that's going to last before people realise that it's vendor buy. Fishing got the Mount Great Sea Ray. Should you sell it? I would say yes, Intromison. Try selling it now whilst the price is high, because the more people fish, the more people are going to get the mount, and the harder it's going to be to sell it for a good price. Yes. If you're going to sell it, do it now. It's a common enough drop. Yeah, I haven't got one yet. Right, okay, let's head back. Yeah, there is a mount. Mashi. It's called a ray of some kind. Where's a flight point I can go to? Let's go up here. Let's explore. Oh, there's a chest over here. Squirrel! It's probably going to be hidden though. There it is. Go around. Hey Tana, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, check what it is on your auction house. Definitely. Just heading up here. We're going to go to a flight point over here. Those crazy fish are worth a small fortune. Yeah, do they actually sell though? That's the question. That bridge is looking nice. Let's see if we can find a flight point. We're slightly going ahead of ourselves here. Hopefully there is a flight point here. Oh, what's that going on there? Corrupted tide skipper. Oh, that's a rare thing, isn't it? Let's see if we can help out. Juvenile. Let's just dismount. Let's try our Holy Nova. Oh, what did we get? Tiny Azurite Splinter. Ah, first Azurite thing. That was interesting. I didn't turn into a fish then. Probably dozens on. Yeah, you have to have a look, see what they're at. Okay, here we go. We have... Do you say innkeeper? Why isn't innkeeper there? Okay, well, we'll go for the flight master rather first. Okay, we're going to fly back to Tradewinds Market.
Remember the stories.
Alright, let's enjoy the scenery as we fly back. The min buyout is 34k, region min is 100k, region market average 3228. So yeah, try it, see what you get. Then for 34k, it's only going to go further down, yeah. Let's turn that off, frame rate, there we go. We can enjoy the sights. All good here, having short break, nicotine withdrawal and lag is hard to deal with. Yeah, I can imagine Tanner, doing them both at the same time. At least you've got something to distract yourself with. Leveling in BfA is best experience you've ever had in a while. Oh, excellent, well, Lamnakan, I'm glad it's working out. To be honest, I think I share your sentiment on that one. I'm kind of in a way sad I missed Pandaria, but for the moment, this is a beautiful zone, very beautiful. Never go to 100k unless they nerf the drop rate. Yeah, that's the thing. The feather macro I have, I've got it on my holy spec. I'll swap over and have a look at it. Actually, I should have it here. Well, the music sounds like it's messed up a little bit. Hold on. Game menu. Macros. So my Samadan specific macros, feather. So it's this here. Show tooltip, angelic feather. Cast at player, angelic feather. That's the one I have. I'll copy and paste that in. Show tooltip. So we want that one. So we're going to swap out this one with my feather macro, like that, which is what I did with my holy spec. So now when I press my Q, it automatically just goes drops straight on top of myself. That's really handy as a priest for your movement speed buff. Almost died just now because you had the fishing pole equipped. Yep, it's definitely not the most efficient. We should have named Midnight Salmon something else like Nightmare. Yeah, Smushy, it is a tricky one to do. Alright, we want to get ourselves some of that Tiramisu going. Oh, we need a Pierre. Where's Pierre gone? Hold on. Pets. Pet journal. Not pet journal, toy box. Wrong thing. Oh no, he's a pet, isn't he? Wrong thing. Search pets. Pierre. Pierre, you need Pierre. Oh, he's arrived. I thought I didn't have him summoned. I was used to it. Where is he? He's right next to you. There we go. Moving things to the guildbank takes 3 seconds. Yeah, it's definitely low. Slow, rather. Okay, cooking wise. Let's have a look. Pierre is awesome. Definitely Rasheen. Cooking and wouldn't be the same without Pierre and the chef's hat. I need to get the enchant for the crafting though, as you mentioned earlier on Gumtop's stream. Tokens down to 139. Wow. Any closer my rogue would be flaming. Oh yeah, I'm standing right next to that fire. Okay, so what have we got here? We need... So we can make... We've only got enough Midnight Salmon at the moment to make one. We've got lots of Mondazi. We need to get some more cold tiramisu going though, because that's at least a profit. So let's buy up some more flour, fusaka and fish oil. So let's stock up on a few things here. So we need 5 of those each and then 2 of the oil. So let's do these in multiples. We already have 300 flour. Okay. 231k. I mean, that is a pretty good price, isn't it, for EU, definitely. So let's do this in thousands. So I've got equal numbers of everything. I've got 400 of this still on the auction house, which I don't think is going to sell. Not for that price. The fish oil, I think, is going to sell for the moment, because people haven't quite cottoned on to that yet. So we've got 543 fish oil, so that's probably enough for the moment. And then wildflower, we've got 300 on. So Fusaka wise, we need probably, let's try 250. And then the frothy coffee, the same amount, 250. That can make us 30 cold tiramisu. Now we have, how many for the Captain's Feast? How much do we have of the Mondazi? Quite a lot of those. So let's start with the cold tiramisu then. Create all on that. Considering it was 300k for over a year. Yeah, I mean, that's amazing how much it's dropped. Get them now before returning players stop buying them. Yep, that's any advice for anyone. I mean, I would be tempted to buy them myself, but I'm saving for the mount. I'm in the other boat. I would be tempted to use real money to buy enough to get the mount. So I've got enough for one bountiful Captain's Feast. I mean, obviously I need to get this up to honoured, so that's going to be the next thing once I've gotten to leveling and doing everything else. But for now, we'll see if we can do this, because this is currently a profit. So let's create one, and then we should have plenty of all the other things. The loach we're quite low on, actually. The frenzied fangtooth we got quite a bit, and the midnight salmon's the main thing. So let's go back to the auction house, I think, and we'll have a look and see if we can deal with some of that at the moment. Go put more tokens up for us to buy. Yeah, it was tempting. My son gave me a game card with some Battle.net balance on it as a birthday present. So I was tempted to put that money towards the mount. Right, let's go back to the auction house for now, and let's see if we can get that Captain's Feast on. Hey, Pause Reset, how are you? Makes you think that means Longboy is actually 281 euros real money. Yeah, if you look at it that way, Hugsnaver, it's quite expensive. Nice to have a son who knows the real gifts to look for. Yeah, definitely. Lysix, how are you? I hope I pronounced that correctly. Okay, we need to sort our transmog out. We're definitely not... I'll get my son to help me out with that. He's really good at transmog setting. Let's have a look at the mail. How we're doing at the moment. So we bought a few things. We sold a dark silk shirt. So we'll take those. Now, let's have a look at the price of this midnight salmon. I'm going to actually favourite these. That, and that, and that, that, and that. I actually should really make a group of these. Would be better to have a look out for all of these. So these will be feast ingredients, something like that. Let's do that. So groups, cooking mats. What I'll do, let's have a look at this. We'll do a new group and call these ones vendor flip ones, and we'll take those from here and move those in. There we go. You reset the salmon to 900 gold on your realm. Excellent. Where do I use the other fish for? The ones that I just fish up, I don't know yet. I haven't looked them up. Just looking at this one at the moment at the... Where is it? Let's bring up the cooking window. So we're looking at these ones mainly. So the Frenzied Fangtooth and the Red-tailed Loach are the two ones we've got here. Slimy Mackerels here. Lane Snapper's already there. And Galley Banquet, let's have a look at that one. That takes a Sand Shifter and a Tirgard Perch. So that takes a different lot, that one. Thank you very much, Lysic. We're basically just going to try and see if we can... So we've got Vendor Flip. Now that had a group operation of Vendor Flip. So we're going to take that off and I'm going to put that on here. That's called Vendor. So up here down the bottom somewhere. There it is, Vendor Flip. So that's got that operation on it. And we're going to do a shopping search for all the other things we're going to look for. So we're going to have a look at this and we're going to call this Captain's Feast Ingredients. I can't spell. Ingredients. There we go. Hey Gorgriel, how are you? Thanks for stopping around. Vendor Flip operation is the one I showed previously. Yes, that's right. So what we're doing here is we're gonna, for the feast ingredients, we're gonna add in all of these ones here that we've been collecting. So we're going to add remove items into there. So which ones do we need? So this is a mix of things. The Red-tailed Loach, the Frenzied Fangtooth, Stringy Loins, and Meaty Haunch. Where's that? Meaty Haunch. And the Mondazi we're going to look for, just in case, and the Kulturmasu, just in case, because they may... Actually, no, Kulturmasu's on a sale one already. It's in a different group because the crafting cost is higher. But that one's less, you see. So let's keep that one in, keep it that way around, and then we'll have to swap it round if things change. So the Mondazi, if that gets more expensive, then we'll put that into the meals and desserts. I'll do that one. 150 for a midnight salmon. Obviously people don't realise it's time gated. Yeah, definitely. So we're going to do a shopping search on this one. So we're going to override the parent, get rid of that one, and add in our shopping average buy operation, which is quite a simple one really. It literally just takes the first between average buy or DB market and shows me everything. So that's quite an easy one to use. I like using that one. So now we'll do a shopping search for Captain's Feast ingredients. 800 gold here. Wow. Okay, someone's already reset them on yours. Right one too. I'm gonna take as much as I can for what I can now. I'm gonna make a couple of feasts and see what we can get. So now that percentage is showing me at least 115%, which is my average buy. Wow, 4k a piece for Hexweed bags. That's really good. Whole bunch of salmon under 300k just now. You guys think you should save them or put them up on 1k each? I would do a mix of both, maybe, Gengos. Try a few at that high price, see if they sell, because obviously that's immediate profit, but try and keep a good stock yourself. Yeah, so come raid opening, it looks like, unless they change the drop rate, that's going to be the problem. I've got a bit of a slow scan on all these things at the moment. So how long is the day-night cycle? Yes, spreading, that's the thing you need to do, really. Good evening, Nix, how are you? We're just looking into our cooking at the moment. So we're looking up, yeah, so that Mondazi is really cheap. As it's a part of the feast, I think that's, it's cheaper than I can make it with vendor materials. I already have 158 already, but I can use that up quite a lot. It's 2,300 still, right. Yeah, it's still cheap at the moment. Where's the salmon? I didn't add that one in. That was the one I was going to look for. Okay, let's take some more Montazi. Oh, there's loads of it. Look at all of that. Okay, I really don't need that much, but let's take it for now. Let's take a few. 19 silver, 20 silver. What's my crafting cost? 75 silver. So I'll take everything that's up to 25 silver and 50 silver. You buy this out for 10 silver this morning. Wow, Nix, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I know you were on earlier, weren't you? So you probably already snapped up the bargains. Now the thing I really want to look out for here is what I didn't add to my group, which was the midnight salmon. I might even have to put that on its own little group, because that's going to be the one I'm going to want to look out for quickly. Midnight salmon. There it is. Add that in, and that should have the same average buy shopping one. Yes, it does. So we'll have a look there, and we'll just do a shopping scan for midnight salmon. Let's have a look. So yeah, 210 I'm definitely going to buy, and I think I'm going to buy all of this lot up to 250, up to 800 in fact. I'm going to buy all of these, and I'm going to buy this one. I don't know how well feasts are going to sell at the moment. There we are. I have a question. I've already done asking. No worries, Captain. Made TSM window too big, and now you can't get it to the bottom to resize it. There's a command or something to resize it. Also high. Still 600k short. Yep. But I'm having a lot of fun in the process. So when it comes, it comes. So say for example I made mine too big here. You can just kind of move just by clicking on any blank area. So say you make it big and you use the blank area to just move it all over to the side like that, and then as soon as you can get to the little icon here, then you can resize it down and then move it back. I mean, obviously with someone like me, I've got a small screen, so that's the trick there. Have I dealt with milling on TSM4? No, I haven't actually. I hear it's a bit bugged for people. So that's the midnight salmon bought. We got 53 now, so I think we're in a good position to at least try making some feasts and see whether they... I'm not sure they're going to sell that much at the moment because I think we're early days yet. She's got me a monitor. Yeah. Oh, thank you, LG Captain, for the chair. That's very kind of you. No worries. I had that problem myself when I resized it too big, so I know where you're at there. Spent hours yesterday trying to get it to work. Yeah, I think some things are tricky. I mean, I've got a similar problem with the trying to get Tide spray on the shopping at the moment. If I do a search for, where was it? Tide spray, the cloth. Normally more active. Have to set up some TSM stuff. I'm working with that. No worries, Jack. No worries. Tide spray linen currently at 5 gold. My average price was this. So before, when I was trying to buy this, I couldn't buy it because it's finding selected auction, and then it disappears. If I click on it again, finding selected auction, and it disappears. So I can't actually buy it. So it says failed to find the auction, but if I switch to the standard user interface, it's there. I just have to, I just can't find it. Tide spray linen. Type it in here. There we are. Is that for a bid of one silver 99? Might as well try it. There we go. Let's do that back. Okay. That is a bug, yes. Try relogging. When you search, hit stop so you can buy the cheaper options. Good point, Zach Tizzle. Tell you what, I love TSM team, but really struggling to like TSM4. It's a struggle when the things you want to work are bugged out. It's a shame because over the whole course of beta, it has been on average pretty stable. It's usually when they introduce new things or there's other things happening, like obviously BfA coming out, that a whole load of things get messed up, and then they're scrabbling to try and fix it. Unfortunately, relogging works for one of your tunes. Oh, okay. Oh, it breaks when you use Scrapper. Okay. Zaros, I'm on Shadowsong EU. Your TSM is super crazy slow for you. Yes, it is for a lot of people simply because I think the auction house on Blizzard's ends is really taking a hammering right now. Why is the token price plummeting? It's because I think everyone is just wanting to put loads of money into the game so they can buy all their equipment, and they want to level up fast and all that sort of things. I think got a few thousand of goodies this morning. Excellent, Nix. Pretty nice. Just buying a vendor item takes 2 seconds. Yeah. It's the auction house. Yeah, exactly. It's not actually TSM itself. Yeah, and when you've got a lot of pages, and that causes problems. People want gold, so they're happy to buy for less. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, moving stuff into the guild bank, that's where you do get struggles with. So I'll try a relog on that perhaps, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that for now. Time to get another guild up and running. Yeah, you need the storage, Nix. We bought up some of this Mondazi, so I'll pick that up. Got a good amount of that now. It's a shame the actual stack size of that is 20, because I've completely filled up a load of stuff there. So let's test out our guild bank speed. So let's go for cooked food. Let's sort what we've got at the moment. Let's get my sushi sort to fix that up for me. And then I'll, with my extra space, sort everything else out. Someone paid you 5,000 gold for a guild signature earlier. Very nice, Tanner. I want to make another guild, actually. I need to sort that out. All the time while waiting for the BfA, a lot of people are shocked on tokens and now spending their gold on gear and leveling, etc. Eventually when Raise down the road opens, tokens will go back up and stabilize again. Yeah, right one too. I fully agree with that. This means your macro for the auction house to buy out TSM just bugs when it's lagging like it is. Yeah, that's the problem really. When you're faced with bugs, it's tricky to know. You want to still work. That's the thing. Okay, loads and loads. Now. Let's see if this works. It didn't quite work last time. /T, yeah, because it put it in the wrong guild tab. That's right. I'm just going to do this manually. I had to take it all out and put it back in again using this /tsm put command. And there must be a guild bank slot that I was missing when I did the put command. There we go. One that had mailbox here is happy. Yeah. If you're buying, selling, Legion or beyond, it's fast. It's fast. It's just the BfA stuff. Yeah. So there's obviously a bug somewhere with the item code or something. It would appear. I mean, my guild tab is thankfully relatively fast for Shadow. I mean, as I'm on Shadowsong, I'm glad I'm on a low pop for this kind of thing. I can't imagine what it's like on other servers. So this is a good stock amount of Mondazi. It's the cold tiramisu that's going to be holding me back a little bit on this. How much more space have I got? Let's get a few more. Yeah, it's more buggy at the moment than it's been for a long while, Juggernaut. Throughout beta, it has been actually relatively stable. Manually moving, yep. Oop. Clicked on the anti-bags options by mistake. There we go. Right, that's as much as I got room for at the moment. I'll leave the rest in my bags, and then we'll see if we can make ourselves any Captain's Feast. We can make 3 with what we've got on us at the moment. So what's holding us back there is the red-tailed loaches, which are currently at 10 gold. So we could fish those up. We could buy them at 10 gold 84. That might not be too bad. You find it stable now, to be honest. I do for pretty much most of my stuff, Huxnaver. So I would agree with you on that one. Too bad it's just edited all your operations for TSM4 before BfA. We just roll back to TSM3 with a trick, but then everything would be broken. Well, yeah, I mean, you can roll back if you've got a backup of your TSM3, but obviously all your BfA groups will have to be redone. So let's create 3 of these bountiful Captain's Feasts. There we are. Cultiran Cook achievement unlocked. Think Foam Medallion of the Legion could be a good way to earn some gold. I don't know, Blixman. Try it. See what kind of sales you get. They got a good price, so put one on, see if it sells, and if it works, then put another one on. Thank you very much, Gongrel. You can still upgrade your database. With the trick, you can still update your database. Oh right, I didn't realise you could do that. So red-tailed loaches are my missing bit here. Let's have a look at red-tailed loaches. Red-tailed loach exact. So 9 gold for a few here. Dimception, thank you very much for the follow. Savorabom, how are you? Watching a YouTube stream and stream on and off for a while now. Turns out you're standing right in front of me and we're playing on the same cluster apparently. That's brilliant. Is that you that's waving at me now? That's brilliant. The loach is expensive on your server. I mean, what is the region market value? Oh, 150. Yeah, that's a lot. That's your backer. Excellent. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to buy everything up to 10 gold, I think. Because red-tailed loaches, even though I can fish it up, what I'm doing here is investing myself in the bottlenecks and time. So I'm just, you know, doing myself a favour by collecting up some of them whilst they're at this price. It may be too expensive later on, it may not. Daldell, thank you very much for the follow. Okay, there we go. Oh, my bag's in the way, so let's move that, and then that. So we did sell a whole load more aromatic fish oil for 36 gold per 20. So it's not a massive profit, but it is a profit on the oil. For a vendor item, that's all right by me. So next up is we need to make an actual Captain's Feast. So let's make another group here, and we'll call this one Captain's Feast. There we go. We're going to add in our new bountiful Captain's Feast. Now, let's have a look at this. Let's put it in our bags and let's have a look. Where is it? Bountiful Captain's Feast. I actually have 4 of them. Okay, so let's move my bag so I can see the tooltip. I like to see my tooltip whilst I'm making operations because I can check the prices. Oh, Nix, thank you very much for the sub. That's extremely kind of you. And hey, Mozeltov, how are you? Samadan, thank you, Nix, for your support. That's extremely kind of you. And Tic Tac, there we go. Thank you very much for the follow. Thank you very much, Nix. That's extremely kind of you. Sold some potatoes for 20 gold each. That's crazy. Very crazy. Right, there we go. Prices are too volatile now to rely on DB Market. Yes, I mean, I'm always, whenever I'm looking at DB Market, I'm keeping an eye on region at the moment. Region Market is the way for me. So these are going for 8,600 at the moment on region. So if we were to look at those for now, let's do a search for them now. I need to make this a bit bigger actually, now that I've resized it smaller. There we go. Captain's Feast. Bountiful Captain's Feast. So 3,500, there's 2 of them. And then 4,500, there's 3 of 1. Okay. Hey Ken, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Sold 2 herb pouches for 60 gold each. Bought them off a vendor for 8 silver. Yeah, there's some crazy things you can do at the moment. So looking at this price, 3,500. Looking at the region price of 8,600, I think 4,500 would be a nicer amount to go in here, or even actually I would go 8,600 for the region market average. But then I don't know whether these are going to sell or not. So there's 5 on here. If I go above it, will I get a sale, or do I try underneath it? Because 3,500, my crafting cost is coming out at 1,600. So it's still a profit at that. What I might try is 1 here. Oh, thank you, Dan Moss, for the follow. Any add-ons you can put your own pins on the map? Don't know about that one, Baron. See, I'm in Booty Bay, give it a whirl. It's very useful. The fact that you've got the guild bank, the auctioneer, the bank, and the mailbox all, without having to move, it's very useful. So I would recommend it. What else am I missing here? There's the auction house. So we're looking at 3,500. I'm deciding what kind of price to make these. Tried to sell some feasts, but no one is doing raiding or all Mythic Plus, so it doesn't really seem to sell. Yeah, I'm not sure whether I'm going to get any sales with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1 just underneath this to test the market out. So I'm going to do one of 1 for 24 hours. No, actually, let's do 48 hours. And so 3,499. We'll post 1 on for that. And then I'm going to do 3 at a higher price. And this is going to be something like above this one. Blade, thank you very much for the follow. And this is kind of to test it out a little bit, and then once I know the prices, I'll go from there. So I think 8,664, the region market average, is a good one to try and go for. So what I'll do is I'll use this as we'll do 1 stack of 3. I could have clicked the max button there, but we didn't. And the buyout price, we're going to edit that, and we're going to change that to 8,699, and then we'll edit that to 8,499, and we'll post that on. So 1 stack of 3 just to see how it looks, and then we'll see how that goes. So we've gone 1 at the bottom to undercut as a test, and 1 at the top just to do as a test, and see what kind of thing happens with that. You get the hammer option whenever you've got something in your bags that you can post on. You can see now that I posted them on, I no longer have the hammer. When I had them in my bags, I could. So for instance, if I looked up Cull Tiramisu now, I've got a hammer icon. So because I've got some in my bags. Currently at 2 gold, oh that's a different one. Yeah, 2 gold 50 for the Cull Tiramisu. So that's saying a 3 gold 20 profit. And I could probably come in here and dodge the dodge that 275 and the 250, and come in here and probably put in stacks of 20 and maybe do, how many have I got? I can make this quite cheaply, so I'm going to do 10 stacks of 20 and have a look there. Oh, I don't have enough of them. How many stacks have I got? In my bags I've got 162, so I can do 8 of 20. So let's go through here. Where were we going to go? 382, 380. We're going to go in here. And we're going to go max of that, and then post that, and do a rescan, and there we are, looking in the cold tiramisu. We're here, of 8 of 20. Expect them to be 6 to 8k come raids. I reckon, Huxnaver. I reckon that's a good price to have. Okay, Nephistra, thank you ever so much. Watching my cooking tutorials, very helpful. No problems. I'm glad I can put my thinking out there. That's the main thing, really. Hey, Excelsius, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Now, what we do need to do is actually look at my other characters, because I haven't checked in on them. And I've got no idea if they've got any sales, because all their stuff's probably expired. So I'm going to do that. Just run through everyone. I've got the wrong mounts here, so I'll just have to ignore my griffin. Okay, let's go through everyone and just check in and see how everyone else is doing in their non-BFA state. The WoW tokens, oh god, please don't look at my transmog, I do apologise. I'll get that sorted out. 3 levels more to 120 in your first tune, very nice, Nix. Still need 9 more, yes. Hey Excelsius, how are you? WoW tokens are 230 on EU at the moment, so pretty cheap. Midnight Salmon was 7.5k about an hour ago, now 3k. York's House is so extremely screwed. Yeah, that's quite a mix-up, isn't it? Okay, we haven't done that. Our reckoning, yeah, we'll do that. But first we'll go and do our auction houses. Oh, I need to move my chat back up, hold on. Move that there, that over there, that back up to there. There we go. Then that can go back over that side. And let's have a look at the mailing. Right, we've got expires, 86 expires, so let's open those. Just grabbed a whole heap of salmon for 250 gold, excellent. 232k on the token, yeah, it's pretty cheap, isn't it? And 138 for an A, wow. It's amazing how low it's gone. People just must be pumping so much money into Blizzard must be just, it's printing money for them. Can you imagine the accountants at Blizzard are looking at the moment going, look at all the money it's making. Hey Profits, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. And happy birthday from earlier. Okay, what else have we got? 20 gold and some expires. What was the 20 gold on, I wonder? 45 in life, exactly. I'm only a short while behind you at 44. Better tar salt, interesting. Okay, let's take that. And what have we got in our bags then? Okay, let's try posting this lot back on. See if we can get some sales. Check on our auctions. What's a good questing add-on? Not sure, Golden, actually. Do people still use Cons Legion? Is that still a thing? Or is that just Legion? Okay, we need to swap over your profile. Move that. Settings. Go to default. There we go. Azeroth autopilot. Okay, there we go. Thank you all. How close am I to the 5 million? I'm still 600,000 short, so I need to do some work. The main thing I really need to do is reshift my items. So I've got a lot of old stuff, which I don't think is going to sell as well now. So I'm trying to work that through and bring in some BFA stuff. So I'm bringing in cooking at the moment. That's my first profession I've got going. It's from the maker of Cons Legion. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Won't work. What's that? Azeroth autopilot or Cons Legion? So the main thing I'm going to do here is post everything on. You never know, some of this might sell. people looking at old stuff, trying to collect things up. But there's so much new stuff on at the moment, so I really don't think these are going to sell until a bit later. Bear Tartar's gone back up to 3 gold 13 though, so I will try and sell my leftover stock. How many do I have left now? I've only got 241 left. That's not bad. I think you need the Legion to on level. On level? Actually been selling old stuff better now because no one else is posting. Good point, Rurka. Yeah, that is true. I guess it depends on whether it's the sort of stuff that people are after. So I'll need to look at my things like my living steel and my ghost iron farm. That's worth making sure I still got that. Yeah, the auction house is super slow. Everyone, especially on higher pop servers, are struggling with that. Luckily on Shadowsong it's not quite so bad. There's a lot of stuff here that's at a high price. So we'll just post it on. Went from 799 down to 400. Wow. Having the Flight Master whistle back is such a welcome thing. Yeah, definitely. When you don't have flying. One Tough Orc, how are you? Doing very well, thank you very much. We haven't quite gotten up to 111 yet on Samadan, but we're having a lot of fun fishing at the moment. Not everything went there, so let's try another auction house. Auctioneer, rather. Starting scan. Okay, we'll have to do a reload instead. Let's try that. So we haven't done much in the leveling, but we have done stuff in the leveling of professions. So cooking's maxed out now. We started on the feasts. We'll need to actually level up to be able to get some more reputation with those. You spent 5 million, plus you have 2 120s. That's excellent. Congratulations on the mount, assuming you bought that one. Doing professions now. 2 120s is a brilliant place to be in. That's where I want to be myself. I want to have 3 120s really. Can't even get into your bank alt at the moment. Sames is already taken. Oh no. That's no good, Tic Tac. Time to go level. Yeah, might as well. Yeah, Dread Leather's at the wrong price because it's saying posting at normal price. And it should be posting at minimum price. Or ignoring it, rather. So let's just pop it on for now, though. I haven't got the time to sort that one out just yet. Not too concerned anyway as it is. Everything's on. Okay, let's pop back and onto another character. Check if we've got anything on Awakening. So let's log out our view and then swap over to Awakening. I've got my 110 boost now. That's something else to think about for another profession. But one at a time. I need to get my other professions up first. Go to tune, a different zone, like another major city, then you can log into the tune. You can't get to, you had that earlier. Oh, right. Okay, that's a good workaround. Thanks for sharing that one, Tough. If you could only have 4 main professions across 2 characters, which would I pick? 4. So my main would be enchanting and tailoring. Enchanting and tailoring, but I would also make sure I had cooking and fishing with that. And then my second one, I quite like the alchemy and mining, but I think the mining's changed now, hasn't it? So maybe I would choose something like inscription and jewel crafting. I'm not sure though, because I haven't done those ones. Right, more expires, so let's pick those up. I wonder if you got any sales in that. Isn't it something to do with smelting's no longer a thing? Or have I gotten that wrong? I remember hearing it on a video somewhere. Mining with the alchemy, because for a transmute master you can flip easily between the 2 of them. Yeah, it's smelting that's no longer a thing apparently, but it wasn't in Legion either. Oh right, of course. Okay, so that's not a thing. Mining's still a thing then. Yeah, that's where I was getting confused. Thank you for the clarification. Let's just wait for that to come through. People buying greens at 200 so they can scrap them, I think, isn't it? Alright, so we didn't get any sales there. So let's pop these back on. See if there's any luck here. No auctions on. We got 5,000 gold, so let's get this on. See what we've got. And we need to open up some more markets, really. So I'm going to start really focusing just on Samadan. These are going to be secondary for the moment. Whilst I'm leveling up Samadan to 120, getting my main 4 professions, the alchemy, the fishing, not the alchemy, the enchanting, the tailoring, the fishing, and the cooking up. Could you do a TSM guide explaining about crafting operations? You love my multiple operations? Excellent, Tribal Para. There is one in the series about crafting operations. I did do one, I think it's part 3 goes into crafting operations. Also be careful with scrapping. On some service prices have dropped so low that scrapping almost always gives a loss compared to the vendor in the green. Ah, right, okay. It's interesting, the scrapper. I haven't tried it out yet. I'm intrigued how it works and what kind of numbers you have. I think you can level up any profession now in less than 2 hours. Yeah, it seems to. They've seemed to have simplified it a fair amount, haven't they? Thank you, Nix. Only scrap the tunes you need for Expulsamon for crafting. Okay. Stick with my tailoring. Yeah, tailoring's going to be good once I can get that going. Okay, that lot's on. So let's swap back out. Oh, can't run through a door because I'm looking at the chat. Okay, so swap over to my last character, El Morte. Well, it's not my last character. These guys haven't been played in a long time. The gear sounds good, at least on your server. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to, Bullywoof. Definitely. I just need to level it up a bit more. So I've got some Tide Spray cloth, so I can start leveling it at least a little bit. Maybe we can have a look at that. I'm not sure how much time I'll have, actually. Looking at the time now. So what have we got? Last character. So we've got some gold here. 216 from a Master Mana Potion. Interesting. And everything else, not a sale. So let's try these. Expires and get them back on. Because you never know. People doing Panthers and such like might be able to... might want to sell those. Let's go have a look. Let's get those on. We haven't got any living steel. Oh, I haven't done any cooldowns actually. Forgot to do that on Awakening. Alchemy cooldowns are worth doing. Azure Ultraviolet is nice. Okay, excellent, Stick Tack. Glad you're going to find it useful. I'm going to be not using anything like that for the moment. Have I seen Breg's last video? No, I saw it popped up on my YouTube feed. I've got it. I've actually got the window on my work PC ready for me to watch tomorrow morning. I know he's probably got some really good ideas as to flipping things. He always thinks outside the box when it comes to... Okay, that's not so good. Below minimum price on the Wild Jade. And the Sun's Radiance. Breg Vids. You have a look. Breg Vids. That's the name you need to search for on the YouTube. But he has some really good advice on gold making. You just made 5k for clicking your craft button. Someone asked if I could make the vial if they had the mats for a tip. I said okay, and they gave me 5k to click your button. Fantastic. That's winning there, right there. Okay, let's have a look. And cooldowns, I don't really have anything I can use at the moment because we are out of Trillium. How is Trillium looking at the moment? 320. Saronite bars. Okay. Ghost iron bars are 99. Okay, and ghost iron ore is 29. Ah, see what's happened here. The price of the raw mats, because no one's farming this at the moment, has skyrocketed that. So how's actually living steel looking as a price? 3,100, and there's 20 auctions on. So it's tempting to go off and do that. Thank you, Nix, for the YouTube link again. Check your motes and spirits. You're also down to 6 gold on motes and 112 on spirits. Oh, that's a very good price. Let's have a look. I always like to find some good bargains on those. So, harmony and ore. That shouldn't really be harmony and ore now. It should just be spirits of harmony, because I haven't got the ore in there anymore. So motes are at 32 and spirits at 340, so not as cheap as it could be. Ideally under 300 would be good for that. Just made 45k to sell blue leatherworking male waist guard. Very nice, Blood and Torment. Very nice indeed. So I'm going to leave these, whoops, wrong button, these for now. Let's just head back to Samadan. And what I'd like to do is just, for the last bit of the stream, have a look at tailoring. See what we can do with that, because I think that's going to be a good one to level up really. So we've got some Tide Spray. I can't buy it very easily on TSM, so that's a bit of a problem. We do have some. So what I could do with doing is going back to Stormwind. My cloak hasn't come through yet, unfortunately, so the best way for me is to go to Dalaran and then to Stormwind, and then we'll go visit the tailoring trainer and see if we can level up tailoring. It's going to take a little bit of a gold investment perhaps. Rip a bunch of storm silver ore was selling for 6 gold each. Didn't notice they were normally selling for 100. Too late to buy it up. Yeah, that's the thing, you can't catch all the bargains. You're always going to miss something. Okay, let's get my mounts back. So we want... I'm actually up to 33 mounts now that we've got the stallion. I'll replace you with that. And then I like my High Swarm light one to go there instead. There we go. Just sold Fusaka for 100 gold for 20. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Now that we're a discipline, our lightsaber is a different colour, which is really cool. It's now a silver colour. So I'm going to go... I'll miss Nomi and stuff for the moment. We're just going to go straight to Stormwind to get to Borealis. Thankfully, it's quite easy to move around the zones now. Especially this being here. That was a really good idea of Liz. Save having to walk outside. Oh, has it? Don Canage. Let me check that. That's big news, that is. Oh, that's the wrong door. I'm always doing that. Can't find the exit of this for Toffee. You just checked it. Ah, right, okay. I'm going the wrong way. Quick, let's check this. This is important news because I've got some on the auction house. No, I didn't put any on the auction house. Trade goods. It's gone. Right, okay. And now it's gone. MMO post about the... Just about to go back and buy a couple of hundred. I was going to buy some as well. I had about 500 myself. Now this changes things. So fishing's a thing now. You have 600. Is that a good thing? Yeah. Where can I look some up?
Check back for new stock, friend.
Hold on. How many have I got? Let's look at my aromatic fish oil. So I have none on the auction house. I have 483 total. Yeah, auction house. Let's buy some up. Back to Salty Sailor Tavern. We need to sort this out. How much can we buy it for? Else fishing was useless. Yeah, exactly. It makes sense. It makes sense. How much is the aromatic fish oil on at the moment? And has it already gone up in price? This is interesting. Very interesting. Let's do a search for it. And it's currently at 1 gold 86 here. 1 gold 88. Okay, I am going to buy all of this. 100 stacks of 20 at 2 gold a piece, because the price on this is going to skyrocket. Come on, TSM. Henrik Wither, I've just checked him. He doesn't have it. You bought some off it on Horde just a few minutes ago. Interesting. Depends on the cheapest fish, yeah, exactly. But I'm going to take everything under 2. And I've got 2,800. I mean, we could go higher. You know, looking when you had the sales, you're looking for it and you couldn't find it. Thought it was you. Interesting, right one too. Interesting. There we go. So, do we go higher? I mean, what's the price of all the different fish? That's what we need to look at. So if we looked at... Okay, what I can do here... And if it's gone, you buy more. Absolutely. So let's have a look here. So let's go to Kurt's paste bin, which has all the fish in it, I think. This is Wolfsbane's list of stuff. So I want to basically have a look at this. Where's the fishing? All flowers, gems, cooking, fish. There we go. I want to do a search for these. So I'm going to do a shopping search for this. I don't have one actually. Let's just use the default. Operation. Default. What's the default one do? Let's have a look at this. Default. Auction price 1. Show auctions above. Let's change that to average buy. DB market, change that to first between those, and then we're going to do a quick shopping search of all the fish. Run a shopping scan to see what kind of price all the fish are at. Apparently it's still being sold, but from trade goods vendor Henrik Wither. Okay. Because these fish are... This is the price of the oil, basically, is basically the price of the lowest fish. To be sure on that, you've got to check it. Yes, Blixman, I just literally looked at Mr. Henrik Wither, and he didn't have it on there, but I could have been a bit hasty in my looking. You're at Henrik Wither and it's not there for you. Okay, Gorgregor, thanks for double checking on that. So anything up to 7 gold 55 is worth buying at the moment. So I've got a feeling I'm going to buy all of these up to 5 gold. Definitely. There we go. It's not there on Horside anymore as well. Lucky you bought about 5,000 gold's worth of it. Yeah, definitely. I would have liked to have bought it from him rather than buying it off the auction house, but I'm going to try and just basically react to this in the same way as you would with any other market that's just suddenly changed. I know I'm going to use this, so at 3,000 of it, I'm fine with that for the moment, because this is basically the price of the fish now. Interesting. Doesn't sell it anymore for you. Okay, so we've had confirmation. Interesting times indeed. So you bought 24 stacks, brilliant. And you did it 10 minutes ago. Yeah, so it's literally just come in now. And it's just gone past midnight here, so I wonder if it's anything to do with timing of things. I mean, I'm tempted to keep going on this. There's 100 there. Because this has changed things. What was the cheapest fish? Was 7 gold, wasn't it? So we can do this at least. I'm gonna just really rock the boat on this one and take them all out to 970. There we go. There we go. You get, I think it is 1 oil per fish. I don't think you get a lot. Okay, let's have a look. Lane snapper. Let's try it with one of my cheaper ones. A great sea catfish. That's relatively cheap, I think. 14 gold. That's 13 gold 50. Any other fish I've got here? So I'll try it on one. Yep, I get 1 aromatic fish oil from doing 1 fish. It's 1 to 1. You did about 300 last night. Okay. Interesting times. Okay. Well, thank you for the warning on that one, everyone. So basically that changes everything. The price of aromatic fish oil means it's going to be the price of a fish, which means fishing is going to be really, really useful. So okay, what I would do next is probably go back and do some fishing. Would be the next thing I would do in that case. It's gone from the vendor. Right, okay, so what I'd recommend is go to your auction house, try and look at the price of all your fish, and then if it's buy all the aromatic fish oil up to the price of the fish. Time to buy some more Mondazzi. Yeah, everything's going to go up, isn't it? Interesting. I like your thinking, Rasheen. Rasheen is always thinking another step ahead. So she's thinking, okay, so that's gone, so therefore this is going to go up, so therefore that's going to go up, so therefore next week someone's going to want to buy this, and therefore if the wind goes this way, and then you've already bought it, and you're 1, 2, 3 steps ahead of everyone else. I like your thinking, Rasheen. That's what your brain's doing. Yeah, I bet it is. It's doing it automatically. So how do you make the oil normally? Normally you get it from fish. So basically all the fish. It solves a bit cooking edge. You could just buy the leveling now. Yeah, exactly. So thankfully I was in a situation where I've actually just maxed my cooking. So what you'd want to do if you wanted to level your cooking now, I mean, we're looking at the Captain's Feast, so we need meaty haunches, lots of Mondazzi. Cull tiramisu is probably going to go up in price as well, because what does cull tiramisu use? It uses 2 oils and then everything else. So I'm going to buy some cull tiramisu to match my Mondazzi, which is currently cheap. Now I could, the crafting cost of that will have changed now. because it's got the fish oil still at 7 silver. So I'm going to buy up some cold tiramisu, because I've got quite a lot of the other one. You bet that was the lag was. That Hotfix stealth just came through. Yeah, it could be. Cold tiramisu. There we go. Tiramisu. There we go. Cold tiramisu. Let's look at it all. So 2 gold 50 is that price. I think we could probably take this price back up. So we're looking at the aromatic oil price now going up to something like at least 10 gold. So tiramisu is going to take 2 gold, so it's going to be a lot more than this. So I'm going to buy up a good lot of this, up to 6 gold perhaps, I think. Looking at that. Ask in trade chat. What for? Cold tiramisu? No, I don't want to. You just bought 1700 for 3.7k. Wow. Okay. Of oil. Okay. Oh, that's my own one. I need to take my cold tiramisu off. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, I don't tend to use trade chat much because I find it a bit strange. Okay, let's take those off. There we go. Go back to the shopping. Rescan my cold tiramisu. You bought all the oil off your Realms auction house. Way to go, Juggernaut. Okay, we're going to buy some more cold tiramisu. How many have I got? 1,122. Oh, quite a lot of it then. How about the Mondazi? How are we up to for that? So we're going to go back to the feasts. And let's have a look. Bountiful Captain's Feast. And the Mondazi we've got... Mondazi we've got 1,200. Cold tiramisu we've got 1,400. So we've got about the same of both then. Midnight Salmon still... Well, we pushed the price up higher there to 800 gold. So this is just pushing the price around 15k oil. Okay. So the oil is used for a lot of the cooking, for leveling your cooking and everything else. We all find trade chat a bit strange. Okay, it's not just me, Baron, then. You still see it horde side at Coatini. Interesting, unrated puppet. Interesting. Wait, what? You're AFK for quite a while. Did they remove the oil from the vendor? Yes, Tony. Apparently it's been confirmed in several places. Certainly Alliance side, but apparently apparently on Horde side it's still there. So where's Coatini, Horde side? If you can confirm that, then you checked on 2 realms on Horde, didn't find any. Okay. So who's this Coatini on Horde side? So basically, yeah, if they've removed that, then there are the vendors. It's not in the vendor in Zantalar. So we should get Mondazi too. Anyone who's making feasts, basically, will want to be able to make tiramisu and Mondazi. And Mondazi and tiramisu are currently really, really cheap. Now obviously now the price of oil, they take 2 oil for cold tiramisu and 2 oil for that. So currently the price is, I'm thinking in my head, a price of 10 gold per oil at least, because that's the price of the cheapest fish on my server. So working that way round, any of these are going to be 20 gold at least to make crafting cost. Although it makes 7 at rank 2, so you've got to think that, okay, so it's not 20 gold per cold tiramisu, you've got to divide it by 7. So that's going to be different actually. So probably maybe I was a bit overzealous on that one. But I think the price is going to spike certainly. I might get some Mondazi because that's particularly cheap at 50 silver. Let's go get some of that. We can do it through this, just shift click that. That's the easiest way. Ah, thank you, Captain Spock, for the follow. 2.87 per Mondazzi. Okay, thank you for that. So I'm going to buy up a load of more Mondazzi. People hated fishing on your server. Yeah, I do like fishing, so I think I've got a good one. Good job, you just invested in 20,000 oils at average price of 5 gold. Brilliant. So the oil from the vendor was an accident. Maybe it was. I'm going to buy up all. I mean, Mondazzi is currently got a 75 silver crafting cost, so it really is worth buying all this up to at least 1 gold, I think. I mean, there's 60 odd stacks here at 90 silver. Fish oil is 30 gold on your server now. It was 50 silver minutes ago. Yeah, I think people. It's an interesting time to do it on EU wise. So not everyone's going to be playing. I mean, obviously I am and you are, but not everyone is. Save some for you. Oh, sorry, Nix. I'll leave the stack of 200 singles if you like. How much to buy up for? That's the question. May you link it? It said on Reddit it was hotfix and confirmed. Yes, of course you can, Juggernaut. Links are available. I'm going to bid on that and that one for 18 silver. There we go. 26 minutes ago. Mondazzi is cheap as chips. Yeah, I think at least if you've got Mondazzi, I mean I've got 3,500 at the moment. I would really like to have some more Cull Tiramisu though, looking at this, just to balance it off. But the Cull Tiramisu is higher up, is more expensive. So my theorising of that, at rank 2, so aromatic fish oil, let's say for example that was 20 gold and you get 7. So what's the other stuff though? You got 5 of the coffee. So what's the crafting cost of the other things? Wildflower. Now that's per item, not per 20, isn't it? So that's 60 silver. So add on that. So yeah, so 20 gold to make 7. So that's about 3 gold, isn't it? Per item. So Cull Tiramisu for about 3 gold. I'm going to take everything up to 4 gold. I think would be reasonable at this point. That's a bit of a guess or a gamble, but we'll see what happens. If you want to buy all the oil, but your TSM is so slow. Yeah, I know how you feel. Well, I don't actually, because this is really fast at the moment, but I know how you feel on other things that I've tried to buy. And then there's 26 of 20 at 4 gold. So I'm going to take those up. There we go. I'm going to leave those ones. So how many are we at for both of these now? Let's have a look at the Bountiful Captain's Feast. We are up to Cull Tiramisu at 2,300, and that's so we still need more Cull Tiramisu if I was going to balance this out. Just jumped to 20 gold, and it was 2 gold. Okay, so it is jumping. Yeah, I think I'm going to take some more of this, in fact, because I need more of it. I'm just going to bump the price right up. There we go. You secured 2,000. Excellent, excellent. Good to see everyone's reacting. How am I buying stuff so quickly? I'm using the scroll wheel at the moment, and TSM on my server particularly is very much useful. You scroll your mouse wheel to buy. Yeah, exactly. Does my TSM find aromatic fish oil? Let's have a look. Let's go back and have a look at where aromatic fish oil is at the moment. So there's basically just those long now. 47 gold, 77 gold. That's all that's left. You got 4,000 200 and 180 incoming. Excellent, Jack. Congratulations. But it cost you 40k plus. Ouch. Well, hopefully this is an investment that's going to pay off. I got 3,000 myself. 2,600. I'm going to dread opening this mail. I've got nowhere to store it as well. Got 12k. I think you would be oversaturating myself with any more. Yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting. And you're buying the foods now. Yeah, I think those are the main things. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the meat. 493 and 126. I could do with looking for some meat, and the frenzied fangtooth and the other things would also be useful. So have I got, which group have I got on at the moment? I need to swap groups, swap profiles, sorry, not groups. Back to my default one, and then go on to the auction house. I'm going to just do a search for the Captain Feast ingredients, including the midnight salmon, and let's have a look, see what we can get. You normally use the fish to make the oil. Yes, basically that's what you normally, the fish make the oil, and it's 1-to-1. You have to scroll outside the window, not inside the auction house window, but next to it. Yeah. You got 400 at 2 gold. Don't have enough gold for more. It never seems to work for you. Sometimes, folks, you have to redo the macro several times. Or even if you've gone from 3 to 4, you might have to swap it out and come back in again. Stringy loins is under a gold, and meaty haunch is under a gold. Midnight salmon's up at 650. There. Mondazzi's still cheap. There's the 203 cheap ones there at that price. I think I'm going to go for the stringy loins. I'm going to try and buy up a number of these ones, because you do use a lot of these up. There's 20 per feast, so I'm going to take all of these up to a gold, definitely. So I'm basically, what I'm thinking here is I'm speculating and buying up a lot of this stuff that's going to make the feasts for later. So if I've got a stock I can dip into later. Apologies, Jack, for using dip. Buy 2, yeah. And then I'll buy the one gold ones up to 106, I think. Let's get those. Then how many have I got? I'm thinking stock wise 1,000. Let's leave that at that. And then meaty haunch, let's look at those. I mean, I'm not expecting these to go up in price, but you never know. Things might react strangely. So I'm just going to take the cheap stuff under a gold. Just so that I've got them. There we go. So that's 1,200 of that. And then the fish that we need, the loach and the frenzied fangtooth, currently at 12 gold. Oh, did I miss a whole load of chat? Oh, I do apologise. Let me just scroll back and catch up on it. Did that one. It's ever so slow. Do wrong. TSM is crashing after every subsequent search. And thoughts now still buggy. Which version have you got, Fallout? Have you got 4017? It just takes a long time to load the results, like minutes. If you click something whilst it's thinking, it crashes. Yeah. Catch up. Oh my god. You just dropped Leaping Vein Seeker. Ah, okay. Hold down, Megaroin, thank you very much for using your Prime. Thank you very much for your support. Welcome to Samadan Squad. You now have some chef's hats for use as much as you like. And hold down, Megaroin, thank you very much for the follow. Your TSM refuses to scan for aromatic fish oil. Alright. Oh, Rigsy, thank you also for the follow. Scans for everything else. I have had a problem with the cloth, the Tide spray cloth on my TSM. So apparently a reload might help. There used to be 13 pages of it, now there's 2. Resell it all at 75 gold. No way it'll stay that high. Doesn't even make sense. I guess that's the thing, isn't it, Doppelbock, is that the fishing is going to still give you the oil. Ah, thank you very much for this. Series made you over 600k in about a week. Very nice. Excellent. I'm glad it worked out for you, Holden. A lot of people have the cloth bug on the auction house, so yeah, it's good to know, Machine. It's not just myself. Ah, thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Getting to that time right now for me where auction house is impossible. Another 8 hours at least. Seems to get a little better then. Well, hopefully Blizzard can sort out the auction house at their end. Definitely. Right. With all that excitement, I've gone past my bedtime, and I think I ought to finish up there with all those sales, all those purchases. We're actually on less gold now. We still need more, but I'm going to see what happens overnight, and we'll take it from there. But that's been an amazing end to the evening. So thank you for the heads up on the oil, and I'm glad everyone who was on the stream was able to react to it. So here's hoping that things get even more interesting. And here's a good thing for fishing as well. So let's find Long Boy saved you. Hey, hello, how are you? Let's have a look and see if we can give a host over to someone. Well, I think we should. Who's doing what? Let's go. Let's send the love to now I think we should go send it over. Yep, Sharkin number 1 is on my list of things. I was looking at Sharkin and I was thinking, okay, well, what about helping out someone who's lower down? Because it's a bit of a struggle for streamers at the moment. With all the big streamers are doing stuff, it's difficult for them to get the numbers these days. I know Sharkin's doing alright at the moment, but I was thinking either Echo or Jet. I haven't done Jet in a while, so I think I'm going to send it over to Jet this time. We did Blarkow the other night. Yeah, so I'm going to do Jet tonight, and then Echo another time. Luminar, thank you very much for the follow. Right, okay. So we're going to send one over to Jet slash host Jet 2014. There we are. Is that everything? Right. Good night, everyone. Thank you ever so much. I'm not on again till Sunday, so have a great weekend until then. Happy gold making. I hope all your fish oil dreams come true, and we'll see you on the other side of cooking and see whether we've made any gold. Good night and farewell. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be fishing. Right, sending the host over to Jet.